out the way. I'm out the way. If you don't hear from, please just know I'm okay. I'm in my lane, I'm on my path. You putting obstacles up, still out setting traps. I see past the noise. I don't play games for boys. I walk as a masculine man, but sometimes I play with them toys. I'm out the way, I'm out the way, I'm out the way, I'm out the way, I'm out the way. If you don't hear from, please just know I'm okay. I'm in my lane, I'm on my path. You putting obstacles up, still out setting traps. I see past the noise. I don't play games for boys. I walk as a masculine man, but sometimes I play with them toys. Out the way, this is out the way. Out the way, is out the
Salute. How y'all doing out there, man? Hey, let me know if y'all can hear me. I got a new mic. It's my first time testing this out, man. So let me know if y'all can hear me, if I got to make some adjustments. Beat your life. What up, brother? It's good to see you in here, man. It's good to see you in here. Cisco in the building. What up, Cisco? How you doing, brother? TJ's in the building. Icy, gorgeous Icy. How you doing? It's good to see you in here, of course. My one and only mod in the building. Can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat. Loud and clear. That's what's up. Do I need to adjust it or anything, man? Do I need to adjust my mic? It's a brand new mic. If not, I'll throw the old one back in there. That's what's up. Thank you, man. I like the mic. It looked good, so we'll see how it works out, man. Yeah, Cisco said, you said you was going to be driving, man. Be safe. Don't let me distract you too much, man. You know, you know how we do it here, man. Blizzard Broad, positive manosphere, you know, open panel, always open panel, man. We talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Any subject is, you know, it's good, man. Salute, brother. Amy Perkins, how are you? How you doing, man? Welcome. So today, man, I do have a topic, man. It's about masculinity, man. Of course, it's Blizz. Always got to talk about, this type of subject, but it's needed. I think it's needed. Let me get my screen right real quick. Let me get my It's definitely needed, man. But I think masculinity is making a comeback. It's something that, you know, we don't talk about enough. Thomas Marshall, what's up, brother? It's good to see you in here, man. For the longest time, man, a lot of the real men have been silent. We've been keeping our head down. We've been working. You know, we've been just doing what we got to do, man. Not getting involved in these conversations, man. We haven't been loud. We haven't been the loud ones. We haven't been the aggressive ones. We haven't been the ones puffing our chests out, you know. And for some reason, it's gotten misconstrued that those guys were the masculine ones, man. You know, those guys on the internet yelling and screaming and telling you, you know, the gurus. Those guys have been misconstrued for the masculine ones, man. Not the guys that go to work every day. not the guys that take care of their families. Do the things that we got to do quietly, silently, without applause. We just do our duty, take care of our families, contribute to our communities, you know, raise up the next generation the right way. You know, that is my grandson. I don't know if y'all can hear him. He's having a tough time in there. But my daughter's in there with him. So, but yeah, it's been the loud, aggressive ones. It's been the ones, the egos, the ones puffing out the chest, you know, hiding their trauma, man. But that's not real. That's not real, man. You know, real masculinity is calm, it's steady, it shows up, it's consistent. You know what I mean? It doesn't wait for applause. It doesn't need applause. It just does its duty, man. You know, it's that masculine presence that brings order to the room. And if you have kids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, but let's be real. Real masculine men understand that we cannot do it alone. Masculinity needs femininity. They go hand in hand. You know, one cannot exist properly without the other. You know, I just lost something. Can you guys still hear me? I just lost something. Something went off in my ear. But yeah, man, we need feminine women. And if you look at it, if you look around, right, you'll notice that the same people attacking masculinity are also attacking femininity, right? They want us pitted against each other. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and tell you I have all the answers or some big conspiracy theory, you know, but that's that gets me every time I see that, Icy. I just seen that pop up in there. You know, I'm not going to sit here and try to get, you know, push some conspiracy theories or anything like that because, you know, everybody's loud nowadays. Everybody's offended nowadays. Everybody's triggered. You know what I'm saying? Everybody constantly. It's like people looking for it now. So I don't want to trigger anybody, but if I do, tough, you know, because the world lately, it seems like we've all been just running off of, you know, emotions. That's what this world has been running off for the longest time, and it's time to reset. I think it's time to reset, man. Like, look around us. Everything's a trigger. Everything is designed to trigger you. You know, to trigger some type of emotion, whether it's to get you to spend your money, whether it's to get you to, you know, react in a certain way, to get you to do certain actions that will benefit other people. Everything's a damn trigger now. You know what I'm saying? So let me go to the chat real quick and see what y'all talking about, man. Icy says loud and clear. Shout one out. Cisco, Beat Your Life, Thomas. Russ is in the building. Russ, what's up, brother? It was good to see you in Icy stream earlier, man. Salute to you, brother. Thank you, man. Icy taking attendance. Nah, it's Saturday night, man. So hopefully some of these guys are out enjoying themselves. You know what I mean? And they'll catch the replay because it is Saturday, man. Go have fun. Go enjoy yourself. Go do what you got to do out there, brothers, man. We'll be here when you get back. You know, so that's who's absent. And look, there are 2 streams tonight. There's one stream that's going to be vertical, and one stream is going to be, I always say landscape. I don't know why, but one vertical, one horizontal. If you don't like the one you're in, go out, find my other stream and go into that one, man. But salute to everybody that's here. I appreciate every one of you, man. Cisco says, Icy, I hope you're getting enough rest. Me too. Take care of yourself. You got to take care of yourself, man. Thomas Marshall says, I enjoy giving back to the next generation. what else is there? You know, what greater duty do we have? You know, especially if it's our own kids. You know, what greater duty we have, man. I seen Sunshine Shoulders title. I didn't catch the live stream, but I seen the title. I just can't catch everyone like I used to. Um, but I seen the title and it was like, all your hard work is for nothing because it's going to the next man. I just started laughing. I started laughing a little bit because I was like, yeah, it's true. It's going to my son. So yeah, you know, but that's just how I see it. But yeah, man. But salute the Sunshine Soldiers, man. Icy says, yeah, I'm relaxed in my throat. Yes, Russ, not allowed to y'all much. Yeah. Everybody. Hey, Cisco, what up, man? Cisco, she's resting. Yep. Why do you need to relax your throat? Icy. Yeah. She says, Thomas, you're not up to date. Remember to visit my stream to know more. Yeah. Yes, Kamal. A reset, man. A reset. It's a recurrent theme on this channel, man. It's a recurrent theme, man. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep pushing you guys in this community to speak more. You guys are on YouTube, man. You see what's out there. You see what's out there, man. No matter where you look, there's a lot of BS out there to wade through. And I think it's important that we get our voice out there. It doesn't have to be like, I'm not saying anything that you guys haven't heard before. Like, we're all grown men. We're all knowledgeable men here, women also. I'm probably not saying anything you haven't heard before, but I'm probably saying something that an 18-year-old hasn't heard before, 17-year-old hasn't heard before. You know what I mean? So that's why I always say it may not be for you, but don't, if I'm giving a layup or an alley-oop to a young man, don't be the one to come and block the damn shot. Let me give the layup to the younger generation, man, because that's what it's all about. And we need to be speaking more. Stop trying to speak to it's not always about speaking to your immediate peers, other grown men, agreeing with other grown men. Sometimes the message isn't for you, it's for the next generation. So yeah, you might have heard it before. It may not mean nothing to you, but just think, man, you have a son, you have a grandson, a nephew, you have granddaughters, daughters, nieces, like those, they need it more than we do. They need the message more than we do, man. And it's on us to pass it on to them. Cisco says, I'll be home in about 40 minutes and can chat better. Yeah, salute, man. Just like I said, just be careful, man. Just be careful. Sunday for us in Asia, yes, Sunday morning. So right now in the Philippines, it is 11:43 a.m., I believe. And in Japan, it is 12:43 p.m. Sunday afternoon. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Kamal says, sorry I missed you last time to Icy. Russ, yeah, Blizz. I'm not usually up that early, but want to support Icy. Yeah, salute, man. That's what we need. We need to, man. Yeah. AJ's in the building, man. AJ did a premiere earlier, man. So if y'all can, go catch that, man. Go catch that for real. He says, hey, everyone, and Blizz, I'm here in the background watching football. Salute, man. What game you watch? I haven't watched any football today, man. I had a good day today, though, man. I wanted to do the IRL, but shit was just like all over the place, man. I didn't really prepare well, I think, or think it all the way through with live streaming in the casino with so much equipment. So I had to leave my bag at the desk, and then honestly, man, I'm kind of glad things worked out the way they did, because we ended up going on like a nice boat ride for free. at that casino right on in Boston Harbor. It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful, man. Those are the things that I live for, and it was unexpected. Like a stranger, we were outside. So let me go outside, look around, walk around, because they got like nice courtyards and stuff out there near the water. Um, it's at the Encore Boston. I guess it's a Wynn casino, Wynn, and it's right there in the Boston Harbor. And so I said, let me walk outside and look. And I went with my sister, my mother, my brother, like a little family thing. And we were walking out there, I'm taking pictures and stuff. And some random stranger just walks up and he's like, hey, I just wanted to tell y'all, they're doing free boat rides. They'll take you into like downtown. They dock there for a little while, and then they bring you back. And it's like maybe like a 25-minute boat ride for free, So we hopped on that, and it's beautiful, man. It's fucking beautiful. Boston Harbor is beautiful. If you guys have never been, But yeah, he says, Kamal says, yeah, Cal put the next pad on the map. The next pad. So always, hey, it is what it is, man. You better be sure. I know they say don't bring your girl back or whatever, but I ain't getting involved in it, man. That's a personal relationship. If you don't trust her, what the hell you doing with her? That's what at all. Period. That's what I say. There's always next time for Kamal. Yeah, salute, man. We'll be waiting. Thomas Marshall says, I always talk to my nephews. Those guys need real talk from family members. Exactly, man. I think nowadays they need it from wherever they could get it from. Wherever they could get it from, man. And it's like, in my experience, they soak it up. They're seeking it. You got to be able to kind of cater your message to them a little bit, but they don't want no bullshit, and they're more comfortable saying that than we ever were. They're comfortable saying it more, or just blowing you off, like when we wouldn't do that. Where's AJ at? What universe? I think AJ's in vertical. Yeah, he's in vertical. Salute to everybody over there in vertical. I don't know how many people's over there, but salute to y'all. Salute to everybody here, man. He's watching Colorado. Let me catch up. I'm gonna catch up with this. Catch up with the chat. Kamal says, I always fly out of Logan, so I've watched Encore over the course of its construction. I'm sure you indulged. Yeah, it's a beautiful building. And the way it sits, especially coming back on the water and you come around that corner. I got like a little picture of that, a little video of that too, man. Thomas Marshall says, you never know how much you touch people until they remind you of the things you said or done for them. Yep. AJ said, I was going to make a video at the Hard Rock Casino in Cincinnati, but they wouldn't let me take my pocket 3 and messed up my movie. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not a gambler. I bet football. It's the only thing like I consistently bet on. NFL. Because it's the only thing I really like pay attention to. So I won't bet anything else. And I don't really like going to the casino. The only time I go to casino is with my mom, to spend time with her. She has fun doing it. She goes with her friends and stuff. So it's a good time because my mom is 76 and she still like have fun. She still gets out, can move around. So that's a blessing, It is a blessing, man, for real. But yeah. So the best part of my day today, honestly, was just spending time with them, and then that boat ride. But I didn't lose no money. I played some slots. I didn't lose, but I didn't play that much. Like I lost a little bit, and I won my money back, and I won some extra, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done for the day. And you just walk around, see some sights. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna drop this link, man. If you got it. Anybody want to come up and you want to kick it, you could talk about. We could talk about the subject. We could talk about whatever y'all want to, man. Whatever y'all want to talk about. I think the last stream we talked about music for 2.5 hours. So, like I said, yeah. Here's the link. Yeah, he stopped me immediately. He's like, "Sir," before I even went through the thing, he seen the bag. But it's like it's not like I got a lot, but it's a lot. And it made me carrying all that, man. He says, yeah, I take Age says, yeah, I take my grandma every time I go back home. Salute, man. And it's a good time, man. Like I love seeing them enjoy themselves, have fun. You know what I mean? At that age, I hope when I'm that age, I'm able to move around like that, still hang with my friends, still have fun. Like for real. It's a bunch of them too. So salute, man. Have fun with the games. Yeah, salute. There's the link. Miss Wishy is in the building. How you doing? It's good to see you on here, Wishy. Thomas Marshall says, "Do you think sports are fixed, Blizz? Those Vegas guys sure are right too much." I don't know, man. I see. For me, it's all over the place, man. Like I lose a lot, but when I win, it's like it more than makes up. Like I'll lose 10 bets in a row, then I hit one, and it's like I made 3 times the amount that I lost because I don't bet a lot. But it's for me, it's fun. I'm not dependent on it. I'm not betting anything that I can't afford to lose. You know, some guys go overboard. Like I know a guy that bets like thousands of dollars. Like never. You know what I'm saying? Never gonna go that far. But as far as it being fixed, I think it could be. But I think it's like individuals doing it. Like that. Remember the NBA ref that got caught um, fixing games and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I think who else? Somebody else just got caught too, like a basketball player. I think like NFL. I don't see how you fix NFL. You need too many pieces to work together to fix an NFL game. Swishy saying hi, hello, Wishy, how are you doing? I'm hungry, Thomas. I need food. Yes, Lou. Oh, good luck with the Broncos this week. I don't know who they play. Who y'all play? Who the Broncos play? I wish I could take you to get something to eat. Where she always got something to eat, man. I ain't gonna say what I used to call it. I don't know what she has. Um, yeah, but anyway, man, it's time for us to start speaking up. That's why every time y'all come in here, man. Yeah. He says, he said Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups? I thought it was some guy that recently got caught too. I think it was college or something. No, NBA guys got caught betting on games he was involved in. Yeah. But I think NBA, like you got more, one person has more influence over the outcome of, you know what I mean? Like I could miss every three I take. You know what I'm saying? I can't make everyone, but I damn sure could miss everyone. You know what I mean? But in the NFL, I think it's just harder because there's just so many more players involved in it. Thomas is generous. Yeah, he says there was a documentary that discussed the NBA ref that was bad. Yeah, bad. And just crooked, man. Crooked. Did he go to jail? He should have went to jail, to be honest. Oh, they're on a bye week. The Broncos is doing pretty good, man. What are the Broncos, like 9-2 or something like that? 8-2. Unbelievable, man. Season that they're having, man. Unbelievable season, man. So if you keep it up, that's my mom's team too. She roots for the Broncos, so I kind of always root for them unless they play my team. So I take care of the people over here. Wishy salute, Thomas. Tim Donahue was convicted of betting on games he officiated and provided information to gamble. Did he go to jail? How many people are you feeding? Sean Payton is a cheater. Yeah, I don't like Sean Payton, but like I said, I kind of root for the Broncos. Like I said, that's always been my mom's team my whole life. So I kind of like, I'm not a fan, but if they're playing somebody, I kind of like just hope they win, without rooting for them. Yeah, Sean Payton is a cheater. Never bet beat your life. Yeah. Miss Wishy saying hi to beat your life. He wasn't the only one betting. He's the one that got caught. Yeah. Probably a lot more going on than we know about. Probably a lot more going on, man. Just bitter, LOL. Who your team, beat your life? Who your team, man? I mean, you're from California, right? So I don't know. Is it a California team? Always the go-to phrase for the team. Yeah. Thomas says he'd feed you if you were around, Wishy. Salute to Thomas, man. Giving back to the community, man. Refs always trying to fight us after refs. Secret. Don't let us assign you a team. Then the Raiders. You and Cisco, the Raiders. Who else a Raiders fan? Brett's a Raiders fan, and they was talking smack at the beginning of the season like they do every year. Every year you hear these Raiders fans, man. Oh, this is the year, Raider Nation. But everybody else, like, just we all know, like, it's gonna be the same shit. It's like a Jets fan talking crap at the beginning. You don't even pay him no attention. Oh, Bruce too. Bruce a Raiders fan. Salute, man. Y'all need like some support. Like, y'all need a hug. Let us know. But the primary documentary about an NBA ref bet on games is the Netflix film Untold Operation Flagrant Foul. Never seen that one yet. Wish you get a vacation where Thomas is. Cebu. Well, he said that before, so I doxed him. But I know he's on the island of Cebu. Yes. I don't know what. See, I don't know all these little acronyms and stuff. So FTI, I don't know what that is. Yeah, Bruce. Beat your life, you a Jets fan? Yeah. Or Chiefs. Eagles. Yeah, salute. Salute to the Eagles, man. Salute to the Eagles, man. No hard feelings, man. Even when they mess my boy Purdy up. Yeah. Oh, she want to go to Bali. No Philippines this time. So many places in the Philippines to see. But I understand. Like I would want to get out of my country. I haven't seen everything in the US. So, and honestly, right now, not really interested. I want to go. I want to go away. Beat your life says, honestly, I like watching players more than teams. With that said, I grew up watching the LA teams. Yeah. 49ers, man. Or just LA. It was what? LA Raiders. Who else was LA? I don't even remember specifically LA. Yeah, look, when she talks a good game, but she's probably shy as hell. I think so. In real life, probably, yeah. Probably, man. I'll just to see who to collect Thomas from for travel. The Rams. Yeah, the Rams. LA Rams. Subscribe, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Hit that like button for your boy, man. It helps more than you know. It really does, man. It really helps. Um, Especially us small streamers, man. I always say it, man. We gotta stick together. We gotta stick together. Yo, this man, I don't know what's right. I'm hearing excuse me, man. I'm hearing all type of stuff going on in my ear. All type of beeps, and so let me just check, make sure these headphones are still working. Oh no, they're not. Apologize. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. But I see y'all, man. I see y'all still in the chat, man. Yeah, salute Jay Shar. I see you in there, man. Salute, brother. He says, yeah, right. Yeah, right. She ain't going to see Boo. She's shy, man. You gotta go down there. The Chargers started in LA, man. Um, Thomas, get ready then. Nope. Jay Shard's in the building. Salute, bro. He said, what up, Blizz? Have a good show. I'm modding for Zoom right now. Salute to Zoom, man. Salute to Richie Matt. I haven't caught one in a while. I gotta catch one, man. I'm still a member of his too, man. I just gotta catch up with it. Yeah, let me do some push-ups. Jay Shard's in the building. Yes. Salute to Jay Shard, man. You ready for Asia, Jay? Yeah, that trip, man. Rishi Koi wants to go to Bali. Jay Shard, any thoughts? I don't know, man. One day, like I said, I'm gonna slowly make my way around the world. Iran, North Korea. Where else we going? China, Afghanistan, Pakistan. Where else? Where else should I go? Gregorius, salute. Welcome to Blizzard Abroad, man. It's good to see you in here. He says hello. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you here. Everybody saying hello, man. I love that. I love seeing that, man. The interaction, people starting to get to know each other, different communities coming together. We got like 3 different YouTube communities that interacted with each other here, and that's always nice, man. Making friends, making connections, man. Each of life says hi to Wishy. What? I need a guy who can carry my. Here we go. Here we go. Nobody. Yeah, we talked about this before. I don't think you want a guy that's gonna be willing to carry your purse. That's just my opinion. I mean, some guys will, but I ain't carrying no purse, man. Jay said, "Aren't you sick, woman?" To Icy, "Aren't you sick?" I'll never carry your purse. Right? You in the wrong community for the purse carrier. Nothing wrong with it. Hey, nothing wrong with the guys that's gonna carry purses, but I think you might be in the wrong community for the purse carriers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll never carry your purse either, man. No. Now you ask me to hold your purse while you do something else, yeah. But just carrying your purse around, what are you carrying while your man is carrying your purse? Like, so you carry? No, I'm just joking. I'm not serious. Don't take me serious. I'm just joking with you. Don't take me serious, man. Yeah, she's tripping. She wants somebody to carry her purse. He gonna take longer in the bathroom than you getting ready. You gonna take a half hour getting ready. He gonna take 45 minutes. he gonna he gonna share your. You gonna wonder why your makeup is why you got less makeup than you should have. Like, I'm just clowning. I'm just clowning, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be an alpha male every day I'm alive. Salute to you, Thomas. I don't really believe in that stuff, but I ain't really gonna um, go against your beliefs. I think we're all of those things, man. Certain different times of our lives. But that's funny, man. Salute Wishy. Describe your ideal man. Let us. I know. We're just joking though. Icy says a little bit, but having lunch right now, Jay. Just resting my throat so it won't get inflamed, but we'll be good in no time. Yeah, bounce back, stronger than ever. Jay Shar, will you carry your woman's purse? Jay Shar, what they talking about over there on Richie? Man, I heard they were talking about music earlier. So it's good, man. It's good. We did a whole stream about music the last time, man. Like 2.5 hours just talking about music. It was nice, man. It was nice. Sometimes I think we tend to get like too serious, not too serious, but we're like really serious over here a lot. So it was nice to have like a stream where we just talked about music, just chopped it up, man. A good barbershop barbershop talk, man. That's what I like about the barbershop talk. About just having an open panel, man. You never know. I might have a topic, but you never know what you're gonna end up talking about, man. I like it though. Which she says, if you date me, sure, 1 hour to wait. 1 hour to wait. Yeah, then you're gonna have to wait for him. If he carrying your purse, he dipping in your makeup too. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Wish she already had a live where she described her ideal man. Needless to say, many may apply, but few will succeed. Yep. I know. I heard it already. I remember. I heard it. Yeah, let's hear it. With she. Thomas says, I enjoyed your last live stream. Yeah, it was nice. It really was, man. So salute to Ray. Ray, my nephew, Ray MC Gunner. He's the one that was like, yo, let's talk about music. And like I said, I asked y'all what y'all want to talk about. If y'all want to come up, y'all want to talk about anything. That's what we here for, man. We here just to be a space where people could come together and we could just talk. Thomas, be my members. You can a bunch of different colors. Yeah. You can see a bunch of different colors. Yeah, she's I'm a member on Wishy too, so I got a bunch of I don't have that many YouTube memberships. I don't have that many. I think I got uh Calvin, um Calvin, Zoom to Thailand, Icy Wishy, Manny. I think that's it. So 5. Yeah. Let's hear it again. Wishy, ideal man. Oh, shit. I see where this is going. Yeah, let's go. She's gonna be there, man. Yeah. I will not carry a woman's purse unless she's my wife. Already did that at Wishy. Yeah. So I ain't carrying your purse. Like I said, I'll hold it for you. Got something to do real quick. You need to look for something. Cause I know, like the way my moms and my aunts was, they won't sit their purse down on certain things. You know what I mean? They won't sit like their purse down. Definitely won't sit it down on the floor. So sometimes you have to like hold it or something. Just for a second until they get done doing whatever they're doing. And they take their purse back. I mean, outside carrying no purse is, I don't know. They ain't happening, man. Not for me. Thomas Marshall says, usually we just chop it up on here, and that's cool with me. Yeah, I like that. I like that, man. We've gotten to some deep conversations here. I'm always gonna remember DC coming up with his story. I ain't gonna bring it back up, but that was like the deepest. That was kind of like he needed that, and that's where it needed to go in that moment. You know what I mean? Because it was nice to see him do it because we have been talking behind the scenes about it. Like, because I said I know him in real life, but to see him bring that to the live stream and bring what he was going through to the community, and then see the community like reach out to him and like kind of, put him back on the right path. That was nice. And that's what we're here for. We can chop it up, but when it gets serious, I think we're gonna be there for each other. We're gonna give good advice. And I see that in a lot of these communities, man. Like I see that in Calvin. I see that in Icy. I see that in Zoom. For the most part, I see it in these communities, man. And those are the people I want here. So it doesn't, like I said, I don't need 100,000 subscribers. I just need a good core group. Oh, little bro Joseph is in the building. What up, brother? How you doing, man? He says, Icy on YouTube, it's me. I'm Wishy's ideal manly man, tall, dark, and handsome. Salute, man. Salute, man. Just dropping in, y'all. Get well soon, Icy. Ciao. You out just like that, just pop in, pop out. But salute to you, bro. It's good seeing you here, man. Good knowing you doing good. You all right. It's been a while, so it's good. It's good hearing from you, bro. Take care of yourself, man. Joseph, describing. Are you describing yourself? La la, what you waiting for? Why you still in the States then? Arigato. We miss you. Stop getting busy with 3 tacos. I've held a woman's purse for a hot minute, then take that shit back. Yeah. Which she's against good looking people. Yo. Oh, that's funny, man. Such a tease, this Joseph Wright, which he called. Yeah. Only if chocolate is your favorite flavor. She gonna get it, man. She gonna get it. J Shar gets it. Simply Deep. Salute, man. Salute. Welcome, man. You said what up, Blizzard? In the chat. We just chopping it up over here, man. I got a topic, but I'll just broach a topic, and then I'll open it up to the community and see what y'all want to talk about. This is always going to be an open panel discussion, but I could carry it by myself if I have to. I just like to open it up and see what y'all feeling, what y'all want to talk about, what y'all going through. You want to share a story, you want to share a joke, you want to promote your channel. That's all fine here. Matter of fact, if you're a content creator and you have a channel, type mine in the chat. MINE. Type mine in the chat. Let Nightbot do his thing. He'll drop your channel link. That's how we do it over here. That's why we really don't need to give out wrenches and none of that stuff, because you could just use Nightbot, and Nightbot's gonna drop drop your channel for you, man. So salute. Welcome in here, Simply Deep. When did YouTube start doing this? Where it doesn't put the channel name, it puts like your whatever you call this thing, man. When and why? Why did it start doing that? I'm just glad I did mine by accident where it just says Blizzard Abroad. I don't know why. I just happened to do it that way. Simply Deep. Hello from Icy. Which she says, I agree, Sissy Koi, but we want to see them up in the panel. Open cam, right? Welcome to the chat, Joe. No time for women. Just focus on God and money. You got time for women, bro. Simply Deep says, what up? What's up, Ice? Icy has a crush on Joseph. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Simply Deep. Hi. So how's your night going, man? It's going good, man. It's going good. Long day, but yo, we in here. We in the building. You know, still, I usually won't even be up here because I'm on call this week. I'm actually on call right now. So usually I wouldn't do a live stream because I'll be worried about that phone ringing. But it's slowing down. It slows down in the winter. So it's starting to slow down. So, you know, you're going to see more of my face. You're going to see more of my face up here as we try to get back to how we were doing it before when we are regularly scheduled. So Jay Shar says, what are you laughing at? You are too, Icy. You against good looking people, Icy. Salute. Ooh la la, Joseph. I'm not a woman. I'm a lady. LOL. In and out of the chat room or women. Oh shit. Joseph. Oh man. Against good looking people. Love me some good looking people, man. Yeah, there's a link again. Like I said, if you want to chop it up, you want to come up just to promote your channel. Simply Deep says, hold on, man. Simply Deep says, Blizz, what's your content about? So I don't know what to ask you or bring up in the future. My content is more about positivity, positive Manosphere, masculinity. What do we pass down to the next generation? Accountability, overall, that type of thing. I do some travel stuff. So I do like, you know, but for the most part, it's positivity, positive masculinity, you know, manhood. What are we passing down to the next generation? That type of stuff, man. That's my livelihood. He said, "Stop it, Icy. Stop it." Kamal dropped mine. Did it drop? Yep, it dropped it. All right. So I said, man, I don't know what is going on. Somebody's, I think one of my kids connected to my headphone. So keep like connecting and playing their whatever they're listening to in my ear. Icy said, that's my livelihood. I guess good looking people, there's a livelihood. That's how you drop mine in the chat. If anybody wants to drop mine in the chat, man. So here we go. Simply Deep says, I want your opinion on this. What's your opinion on movies that show men in embarrassing situations that'll get you clowned? How would you handle those situations in real life? A lot of it's BS. It's kind of weird, you know, when you see that. It's always some bumbling idiot of a man portrayed as, you know, the everyday man. I don't like it because it doesn't represent us. Yeah, there are some guys like that you know can't do anything for themselves. They're always bumbling around, making mistakes and all that. But it's not the average. It's not the majority, definitely. You know, like I said, most of us We go quietly through life. We handle our businesses. We do what we got to do. We take care of our families. We support our communities. We build. We hold up society. Um, like I said, we don't do it alone. We can't do it alone. So it is kind of like I brush it off, but it is a serious situation. It's like propaganda. It's like propaganda. And it's the same thing when I see that as when I hear the term toxic masculinity. I don't like it. You know, you need to push back against it. So I wouldn't support any movies like that. Not really a big movie guy anymore anyway. But yeah, that type of thing started a while ago. It's been around. Like the first one I really seen, I don't even remember, bro. It's just like kind of been the norm most of my life. Like some bumbling idiot can't do anything right, messing up, needs everybody else to take care of them and stuff. So yeah, I don't like it. Um, I don't I don't know if I really see too many men like that in real life though. Like you're gonna always see one or two, but not as much as they'll show in the media. But it's the media, you know. It's the media. We know how they act. Like I was saying the last time, like why are we surprised when we see the media do what the media does? You know, why are we surprised when we see the government do what we know the government does? So Joseph says, T Marsh crush on me? Impossible. LOL. Yeah. J Shar. Yeah. I see on YouTube. Yeah. July says, got their money. Haha. I might need to start praying for a rally. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting rough. That market is getting rough, man. For real. But the things I'm in, I'm holding. I'm holding. I said the things I'm in, I'm comfortable, and I'm gonna hold them for 15 years and see what happens. Finally home. Salute, man. It's got home safe and sound, man. I think Thomas wants to be a matchmaker. It's always time for a hot woman. Yeah, man. It's always time for a woman. You know? I believe you're the right one. Okay, I still can't say that one. Yeah, I still can't say that one. So simply deep. He said, here's an example scenario of an abusive situation. Somebody came across you and your lady at the wrong time at some secluded area. Wait, is there more to that? What's the wrong time? Oh, I'm way behind. What were you in a compromising scenario? When you doing something, you know, yeah, if you fucking, I mean, hey, we can be grown. We grown here. You can say it. You can say it. Like my grandkids haven't been watching my streams. They don't make it that far into it when she, yeah. Come on. I can do that. I can do that, Icy. What's a beautiful man to you? You're just like Wishy, Icy. Oh shit, here we go. Thomas. I never disclosed it, Jay. I'm not doing. Salute. He's speaking Japanese. Not into position to say mine. Atsukari. Is that Atsukari? Did I say that right? Let me know if I said that right. Let me catch up with y'all chats. Dry fish and tortang long is my lunch now. You tripping as usual, I see. What what position is your favorite? See? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yep, it is. BS. Yeah, I guess still sick. Nah, don't cop out. Don't cop out. Don't cop out. Just say what you want to say. Hold on. He shot 100. Yeah. Like a Oprah production. Yeah, I get it. I get it. But I just don't know if it really happens. It's kind of like I was saying, it's kind of like propaganda, though, man. It's kind of like propaganda where you either some bumbling idiot, like I was saying, or you're the opposite. We're portrayed as men are portrayed as bumbling idiots who can't do nothing for themselves, or the opposite, toxic masculinity, when in real life most of us are in the middle, just trying to live our lives, just trying to raise our families, trying to take care of our families, trying to do the right thing. That's most of us. That's most of us, man. My wife loves that tour tang to log. Jay Sasha, stop being such a girl, Icy. Stop making me laugh. My throat hurts. Yeah. I wonder why. It's something like that. Um, yeah, you gotta expound on what you were saying about being caught in a compromised position with your lady. If you're talking about getting caught fucking, then yeah, of course you're gonna be embarrassed. But I don't see how that's like people pushing that. Any market advice? Want to part cash? Hopefully buy the dip. No, I don't give finance. You gotta talk to Joseph. Yeah. Yes. Okay. He says what I mean by the scenario is you and your lady were doing something indecent somewhere. Somebody saw the act by accident. I mean, yeah, you're gonna be embarrassed, but what are you gonna do about it? Are they gonna? I don't understand. Oh, Icy says be right back, but I don't understand what you can do about that. Unless they're gonna use it against you, unless they're gonna try to use that them catching you against you. But I don't see how if it's your girl, it just is what it is. You got caught. It's embarrassing. Move on. Move on. Jay Shar says, Icy, you're such an open book, girl. I can read your soul. Yeah, Russ, the market has been rough the last 10 days from Cisco. Yeah. Also, it also depends on how far along in the act you are as well, plus the area you're at. I mean, do you finish or do you pack it up? I don't know. Like I said, do you finish or do you pack it up? Because most of the time, somebody catch you, they're not gonna sit there. Right? They're gonna be embarrassed too. You know, most decent person. If I happened upon a couple in the act of sex, then I'm gonna be embarrassed too. I'm gonna turn away and go the other way. I'm not just gonna sit there. So I'm gonna drop the link again. Like I said, I'm gonna keep dropping the link. I think what I'm gonna start doing is doing the reusable studio, so where the the link is always the same. So if you have it once, you'll always have it. It'll be the same link, and then I could do different ones. Says, yeah, Cisco, I got out just in time, looking to get back in. Yeah, certain things, like I said, I'm not gonna give financial or stock market. I can't do it. I'm not yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not a financial advisor. Joseph's in the building, but Joseph did that. Yeah. Um I was in VOO, Vanguard, I think that's Vanguard or whatever, at 6:25 and got out waiting to get back in. Yeah, certain things like I'm just gonna park it. I'm parking it there for the long term. And then I have like automatic things that buys. Um, so Liz said, "What? Fucking yeah, I'm not monetized, so I'll be saying like I just say what I want. I don't even know if you get monetized if it's gonna make a difference, But I just say what I say what I want. AI, I don't go crazy with it. I'm not trying to be vulgar or anything like that. But we all grown here. AI making everything crazy. Yeah, I need to park mine in something a little more conservative now that I'm retiring. Yeah. Yep. Share the street. Salute, Brad. Brad, we was talking about a little bit, just a little bit earlier. Not you. I'm talking about the Raiders. I think Cisco must have missed it too, because he didn't say nothing. I mean, ain't really nothing to say about the Raiders. So yeah, me too. Have to go. Salute, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for stopping through. Always, Brad. Thank you for sharing the stream. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, definitely. Russ, I got mine in mutual funds. Pay someone to manage it. It's in the 401k apart from my pension. Yeah, man. You gotta talk to a financial advisor, man. Like definitely, I'm definitely not gonna in a position to give anybody advice on with stocks or anything like that. Nah, no way. Yeah, supplemental for when I need it. No need for the 4%. Yeah. Simply Deep says, thanks for your input on that. So how long you been doing YouTube content and what inspired you, man? I actually been uploading. I think my first upload was 2020. My first upload, serious upload, was March 2024. So was that a little over a year and a half of uploading. I've been streaming since March of this year. So about a little over 6 months, no, 7 months, a little over 7 months of doing live streams. So, I mean, relatively, I'm a newbie compared to some people. I'm still a newbie, man. So I'm still, filling this out. Initially, I just wanted to like show people that I know my trip to the Philippines, real like getting out of here, because I always called myself a future expat. I want to leave the country eventually. I want to do it the right way, to where I'm not just ripping up steaks. And I got so much responsibility here that I am not gonna just walk away from. But that's basically what it was. But then, Sunshine Shoulders, I'll always give him his props. The way he presents his live stream and his videos, the way he talks, is so relatable to me now. So let me share whatever I have to offer, because I've been a youth coach volunteer for 16 years. So I've always had a bond and a connection to younger men. I coached female teams too. Not as much as I coached young men. So I've always had a bond and a connection to them. I've always felt like I could talk to them and they listen. I've always felt like, as much shit as we talk about the next generation, I think they're going to be far surpass anything we've ever accomplished. I think they're smarter than us. They're dealing with a whole different set of circumstances. But I think we need to stop trying to shit on them and learn how to talk to them. And then I just want a space for us to talk, for us to be able to come and fucking talk, man. Have you ever been caught in the act, Liz? Not any place where I was ever embarrassed. You know what I mean? If I could say it that way. Not any place where I have people walk in the room on me like by accident or anything like. I just tell them get out, just keep going. My younger days, I don't think we even really cared. Yeah, he says things so crazy nowadays. Yeah, but there's like Russ, it's not like we haven't seen this before. These ups and downs, man. we've seen it, man. Imagine how I wasn't 2008. Like I really wasn't. I was just working, man. I seen the collapse, but we been here before, man. We've been in crazy times and we've survived them, and we got to remember that we have survived some shit during our lifetimes, man. You know what I'm saying? We've survived some crazy shit, man. Very crazy. Who knows what Trump is going to do to this economy? You know, a couple asked me to participate in group activities. I was like, hold on, LOL. They were so clever. They tried to rope me in, buttered me up with dinner and everything. Oh, they tried to get you, huh? Well, so how'd it end up, man? Did you end up going through with it? Or did you just take the dinner? Took the dinner and just like, I'm out. I agree. Yo, so, ratings are ridiculous. I barely even keep on them. I only want positive. I usually wanted some too. Wait. You wanted some what? Mars. But in the bathroom, the kitchen, or what? What is your motivation to leave the country? Right now, I've just seen the other side, I guess. I don't know. I just seen the other side, man. And like I said, I don't know when it's gonna happen. I'm not rushing it. I'm not forcing it. I want a slower life. I want a more affordable life. And like I said, I want to see the world first before I make any decision. You know, before I make any decision, I want to see the world. I want to go a bunch of different places, experience a bunch of different cultures, see, like, do different shit, like, which I'm going to do. You know, at first, I started going down that. I'm not gonna lie. I started going down that red pill shit. I got out of that real quick once I understood. Like, I'm very observant, so I'm like, nah, this isn't for me. But seeing people that look like me, talk like me, act like me, have similar experiences as me, living overseas comfortably, doing what they got to do, makes me want to do it too. I've never felt like I was like a person has to stay where they were born, you know. I don't know why some people feel that way. Like, oh, you were born in America. Why would you ever want to leave? Because it's a whole big ass world out there. There's a whole big ass world out there. Who says I can't go where I want to go? You know what I mean? Wherever I want to go, for whatever reason I want to go. He said they were in the living room and he was killing it. I wanted to tag. And I must have missed the comment from Thomas, bro. Where's this comment out that I missed, yo? Did it get flagged or something? Hold on, let me go back. It must have got flagged. How did y'all see? Because I don't see it. All I see is him asking me if I ever got caught. Oh, whatever. So, this is great work you're doing with the youth. They need more positive role models now more than ever. Yeah, they need all of us, man. They need all of us, man. I just can't do sloppy seconds. Maybe in my early 20s, but that's about it. Yes. 100. Yes. I never saw that girl the same way afterwards. Yo, where's this comment, bro? How do I see blocked comments? How did I miss the whole comment, man? I'm upset. I want to see it. I want to see the damn comment. Oh, man. All right. I get what y'all talking about, though, man. So, yeah, gotta go in a few minutes. Take care, sir. And good luck on your channel. Thank you, man. Thank you for stopping by, man. Like I said, you're welcome here. Anytime, bro. Anytime. Anything you want to say. Any questions? Like I said, if I can answer it, I'll answer it. If I can't, I won't. And but the good thing about these communities is that somebody in here is going to be able to answer it, and that's what I love, man. Somebody in here is going to be able to. I got caught fucking in the car in Germany by the police. He saw the windows all foggy and us trying to get our shit together, but he felt like it wasn't a problem. Yeah, yeah. It's natural, man. I don't know, what's unnatural about fucking we need to do. We probably need to do more of it. All in all, everybody's saying you know, having birth shortages and all this stuff. Yeah. I was checking out of a hotel once. It was in a parking lot, and something caught my eye on the second floor. The curtain was wide open. The couple was putting on the show. 2 in the afternoon. Yeah, they probably got off on that. They probably got off on it, man. He says, Cisco says, hit that like button if you haven't already, folks. Help a brother out. Yes, thank you, man. Thank you. Salute, man. Thank you for that, Cisco. He says, there's so much to see out there. It's sad we can't see it all. Yeah, we'll never see it all. But at least try, man. Don't get stuck in this dumbass thinking like to where, why you need to do this, why you need to go. It's dangerous. You're gonna hear all that, man. You're gonna hear all of that, man. So I said, I don't think so. Thomas, explain yourself. Icy has a question for the travelers. Have you ever landed on any country and felt home? I felt the exhale. Me personally, I felt the exhale, but I didn't feel like home. Like, I don't know. I think it would take me years in a place to feel at home. Because when I think of home, I think of where my roots are at. You know what I mean? Where my roots are at, where my family is at, where I grew up at, where I have memories at. And I think you would need time in a different place to establish those things. And that's just me personally. He said I missed the new. And if anybody else wants to answer that, man, feel free to type it in the chat, man. I missed the new beaches over there. I don't know what. When I think of new beaches, man, I always think of like some old wrinkly. I don't know why. I get like that. Why I probably would never go to a new beach, because I always imagine like some old wrinkly, like saggy. I think I'd love to find out if the Philippines could feel like home. Yeah, and for me, like I said, I don't think I've been anywhere long enough. Like I said, I'm just starting out on my journey. But that exhale, I definitely felt that too. It's like, I needed to get this shit off of me for a little while. Just for a little while, I saw a lot of it on that too. Yeah, they probably got off on that, man. Yeah, they probably got off on that. I wish the Philippines had new beaches over here. I don't know, man. I don't know. They not all gonna look good. Nothing will ever feel like home the way SoCal did growing up, but I want to experience living overseas. Yeah, me too, man. I'll try. Oh shit, and impromptu live, Blizz. Yeah. We usually wouldn't do this on this week or on this day, but we here, man. And I'm glad y'all came through, man. Like I said, I was supposed to do the IRL, and I couldn't do it. So I was like, let me do one when I get home and get comfortable, and, So thank y'all for being here, man. Thank y'all for being here, man. Chopping it up. Juice. What up, Juice? Russ says, I love Scotland. Everybody saying what up to Juice. He's saying what up back. Yeah, pass on the new beach. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's just my mind, bro. Like, my mind is like, nah. It always brings me back to like the why, and why I don't like the why. Why I don't like going to the why. or I stopped going to the Y, gave my membership up, everything. Like the locker room and the saggy, nasty looking, saggy, old farts in there that want to stand around for an hour. You didn't even work out for an hour, but you want to stand around naked in the damn locker room and talk. So I'll be like, no, I'm not going back in that locker room. Like, oh man, they charge too much to be, you know, for not being able, not wanting to use the showers and shit, because it's just uncomfortable for me. I don't know why. It just is, man. Like, I just can't stand around nude, like, and just talk to people, man. Like, it's just me. It's just me, man. Or is it just me? I don't know. Maybe I hope it isn't just me. Have any of y'all ever been to the Y? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Russ says there are not connections like family, and it would be hard to leave that. Yeah, it would be. I always talk about that. I talk about it with Calvin a lot about the guilt. I said, shit, I haven't even went anywhere, and I feel guilty for wanting to leave, and that's weird. But I'll get over it when it's time. When it's time, it's time, you know. But I don't know what you call it, pre-guilt. I didn't even do nothing yet. I feel guilty for wanting to do it. I miss people, but I'm used to being away from family. I'm not used to. I'm a loner. I'm a loner, but like I live like around family. My family is like all in close proximity to me. Like, you know, my mom lives 5 minutes up the street. My brother lives 5 minutes. My sister lives. We're all like in close proximity to each other. So that's nice, and that is nice because I could just pop in, pop in. You know. It's really nice, you know. What about a new beach with an age limit? Maybe. Muscle Beach, is there nude air? I don't know. You gotta ask Cisco, man. That's his neck of the woods, I think. Cisco and Beach of Life. I think that's around there, man. I never understood being naked in a public locker room. Take your ass home. Yeah, they stand there. You know what I'm saying, bro. They stand there and talk like nothing. Like, yeah, so how's the wife and kids? Like, sausage just swinging, man. Like, don't nobody want to see that. To the point where I just stopped going in there, man. Like, now I gotta go home sweaty because I'm not going in there. Like, it just is what it is. I'll be sweaty going home. I'll take a shower when I get home. Like, because you can't just cancel the membership. Well, I'm not just gonna give up the whole membership. I just didn't renew it. That's just expensive due to your career. Yeah. See, no nude area on Muscle Beach. You want to say that if you went to the nude beaches I went to, those girls are young and perky. Oh, okay. Well, that's better, man. But my mind, yeah, crazy. Yeah, I feel guilty about everything. Damn, still streaming. Okay, yeah, it's early, Jay Shy. It's early still, man, and I'm feeling good tonight. It's only an hour. We only been here an hour and 18 minutes so far. It's early, man. We'll see how. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to go crazy tonight, but I just wanted to jump up here and connect with y'all. See what y'all was doing, man. Is there 6-pack and bum bum? Count me in as an audience. Bum bum. So you like the booty? You like the booty too. They have patrol on the beach, and you had if you had a hard D, you can get a fine. What? How that make sense? So you had dick patrol. You really had the dick patrol. Oh man, he really had to dick watch it. Oh shit. No, rest. My parents moved us to Central Cal away from family. Then they moved to Florida. My son was in the Navy. My daughter lives a few hours away at the coast. Yeah, I see you would be underwhelmed at Muscle Beach. Ask Cisco about Black's Beach. I think I heard about that. I think I heard something about Black's Beach. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's tough, man. I moved away a couple times in my life, and I always moved back for that reason. For that reason, for family. It's just different. I think I made it 2 years in one spot and then a year in another spot. I always move home. Quiet, you couldn't even advise me on my 6 pack. Whoa, challenge. It's a challenge in here. Yo, he Marshall, bro. I don't know nothing about it. Not my thing. The Dick Patrol. Yeah. Real life. Whoa, that is some shit. Yeah. I mean, that I guess you're not there for that if it's a real new beach. But damn, what man is not gonna get aroused if you see that? I don't know. Like that's like going against nature. How do you not? My dad lived in San Diego for years when he was with the Chargers. I loved it there. I don't know. I'll be saying I want to one day I want to go out there to the West Coast, see what it look like. But I got the bug. I got the international bug now. You know, did the patrol carry around a bucket of ice water? Yeah, I don't know. That sounds crazy, Thomas. It don't even make sense to me, but it is what it is. It is what it is. They had the dick patrol out like, oh man. He said he in Central Cali. Two of my brothers lived in, I don't know how to say that, but Lemoore for many years. Yeah, like how the ocean feels on the left. Yeah. One day, maybe one day. I don't know. I said maybe I want to start doing like different trips though. Like I was saying before, like the shorter, just shorter like weekend trips just to get away, do something, you know. Cause I got that international bug. I'm not gonna lie, but I know I can't do it all the time, man. Especially with the job change. I gotta build my whole time bank back up and all that shit. You know, I'm ready to start using them shits already. My ex has a lot of family in Lemoore and Hanford. Yeah. He says, Blizz, go visit Icy. I've always said that I was gonna go to Japan one day. One day, we'll see. I had a fine girl get undressed right in front of me. I got brave that day. It was new. My mind started playing tricks on me. I had to get in the water to cool off. Yeah. He said, better have that West Coast money coming out here. Everything is expensive. Yeah, I hear everything is expensive out there, man. But if it's a vacation, man, you know, I'm gonna enjoy myself. You know, I'm gonna enjoy myself. But it's just not in the plans. I just want to be able to take like shorter trips. You know, if you're going overseas, man, you need like 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks. You know what I mean? And you know, before I before I lost my job, at the last place I was at, that's what I was about to start doing. Like, so yeah, I'm gonna take this, the big 2 week trip somewhere overseas, and then I'm gonna take these smaller trips. Take like long weekends. That was the first trip to the DR. Was the trip? No, the first trip was supposed to be El Salvador, and I ended up having to cancel that when I got my grandkids. And then the second small trip was DR. So I'm gonna still spin the block on that El Salvador trip though, definitely. But just smaller trips, you know what I mean? Then do the one big trip, maybe even two big trips. We'll have to see, but definitely do little smaller trips, just in between. And maybe I gotta do some things around the states too. There's beautiful places to see in the states. You know, I just don't want to see them right now, to be honest. Hanford, I remember hearing about Hanford from the fam. He says, I saw the Loch Ness monster. My sister went there last year. She did that whole, just like Scotland, Ireland thing. It was a bunch of them. It was like 50 of them. All on a plane. They all went over there and did like Scotland, um, Ireland, and somewhere else. I'm glad that I left the States. I don't know if I can handle all the crazy stuff going on over there now. You could, bro. Like for real, you could. Because um honestly, for me, I'm focused on what I need to be focused on and the things that are really affecting me and the people around me. And it's a lot going on, but for the most part, what do I have control over? What can I affect? What can I change? And most of it has to do with me. Um, Me and my immediate circle. So for the most part, um, a lot of people are up in arms, talking, reacting, um, but they really can't do shit. I'm sorry to say it that way. I'm sorry. It sounds messed up saying it that way, because of course, um, I support activism and speaking out. I absolutely do, um, and bringing awareness to certain things. But at the same time, for me personally, the things that I have the most control over all have to do with me, my family, and then we'll go out from there. We'll go out from there. And what I see a lot of people doing is focusing on what's the furthest thing that they have control over, and then, neglecting the things that they have the most control over, which is their damn self. You know what I'm saying? Russ says, I drove to Loch Ness and they had a museum there with a giant ceramic Loch Ness monster. They didn't take. Oh, okay. I love Hawaii. I probably would love Hawaii. Now that's a state I would probably want to go to. I heard it's expensive as fuck, but I would still want to go there. Jay, I'm not really sure what you need. You're pretty much well educated, but to answer six pack goal, I always say target your proper nutrition, count micros and macros. Start with that, as it's the hardest part for the majority of people. Food discipline, depending on an individual. If you have no underlying conditions, no movement restrictions, so many exercises to choose from. Having a six pack is mostly just having low body fat. He'll soon be a lame duck, and folks will start walking away from him. I think they are. I think they are. I think he's done what was needed of him. You know, I think he woke up. I think a lot of people are woke. A lot of people are exposed also. how much body fat you have, how much effort you're willing to put on top of that. And the last part, how consistent could you be? Good answer, Liz. I know I can handle it because I have for a lot of years. Yep, exactly. And you seem to come out fine. You seem to come out fine. Just go true and false, depending on the body type. Born in Hawaii and still have fun and still have family. Oh shit! I didn't know you were born in Hawaii, Russ. I thought you were born in Alabama. You might have said that here, though. Honestly, you might have said that here before about the apologies. Just want to answer. No, that was a good answer. That was a good answer. I can't see what that is. I want icy on YouTube to work out my body. Oh, damn. Yeah. Did I say that right? Yep. Yep. You said it right. Define workout. You said it out. Yep. I miss having a six pack, but don't miss maintaining it. I only saw it really good when I cut weight fighting. He says, whatever you like it to be, my love. Cisco has a six pack in there. Yeah. Born in Hawaii, went to Florida, then Alabama. Okay. I think you said that here before, Russ. Usually I remember stuff like that, but sometimes, got young timers. If you ever said that. The sex count as exercise. It burns calories, but I don't know how many. Yeah, six pack is under the keg. Only six pack I have is in my fridge. Yeah. I don't know if I ever get it back again. Definitely trying. Eating right. I'm not saying I like watch every single thing I eat. I eat what I want to eat. But for the most part, it's usually me wanting to eat something that's, sort of healthy or more on the healthy side. But if I want a burger, I'll just eat a burger. If I want a pizza, I'll eat a damn slice of pizza. That's just how I am. But for the most part, I usually just want something healthy. Salad, grilled chicken salad or something like that is usually my go-to. It's easy. Carnivore diet. Sugar, no carbs, instant flat stomach. That's my secret anyway. And probably some good genes. Where's Q? I don't know where Q at, man. Q probably with that damn newborn baby he got. Hopefully, I know they say that they ain't let you do nothing for the baby, but for me, I'm not that type of father. So I'm a hands-on father. So I'll be right in there. I'll change diapers. I'll do all that shit. Not that I've ever had to do it, but I don't mind doing it. I like doing it. I like making bottles. I like all that type of stuff. Every aspect. But I said not that I had to do it. I just enjoy doing it. So just ooh la la, good answer. Yeah, I don't see myself ever doing something like this. Like I said, man. Maybe. Oh shit. TJ, what up, bro? Maybe if I was in need of it, I was having some type of health problem, I would. I definitely wouldn't wait until I had a health problem that I needed to do it. But like I said, I don't know. When your computer beats you to the stream by 2 hours. So I was so the damn thing was playing by itself. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Diet is also key to high masculine energy, which most men are lacking. It boosts testosterone like crazy. I'm talking morning wood all damn day. I'm on a chicken and fish diet over here, but I'm not overweight, so I could really eat anything. Like I said, that's all right. I eat what I want to eat. I'm not crazy out of shape. I did get a little gut. I did start getting a little gut, but that's going away. That's melting away because I'm back. Like I said, things got a little things got kind of crazy in my life over the last year and a half. So, but now it's starting to get back situated. So I'm back feeling good. I'm back feeling like I should be. I was just so damn sleepy. Kept spamming the snooze button. TJ, finally, it's almost as if I got up at 5 a.m., open YouTube, then went back. Oh, okay. Okay. Joseph is in the building. What up, bro? I'm gonna let you up right now. I don't got no chance to catch up on.
Hello? Hello, hello.
Oh, I hear you.
Hey, what's up, man?
Good, man. Good to hear from you, bro. Been a
Yeah,
minute.
I'm here. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a while. Been a little while.
Follow for the gut. Yeah, but I mean, I don't apologize for putting on that weight. You know what I mean? Because most people wouldn't even have done the things that I was doing. You know what I mean? So, and then when you see behind the scenes, you kind of get an idea of what was going on at that time. So I don't apologize. I got a handle now. See, told you Joseph can't keep away. Did you ever find yourself losing weight after a breakup? You want to answer that, Joseph? Because I'll answer that. I mean, you up here now, bro. Let's get it.
Well, I've always been the size that I am, to be fair. So I've always had a high metabolism. So I can't relate to that. If any, well, and neither have I gained weight either. It's just I just always had a high metabolism for some reason. So I don't know how to answer that.
Yeah, me. I no, no. I've always been slim. Like I said, the heaviest I ever been was over this last year. It's the heaviest I've ever been. I got up to like 175. And for me, that's heavy because I'm usually at like one. But the thing with it is I was trying to gain weight. I was like going crazy in the gym. And I was actually looking to gain that weight. But when I got my grandkids and stopped working out, kind of like, because I was taking supplements. I was taking supplements. Anybody know if you know about creatine? You know about it. I know Icy probably knows about it. But nah, I never lost weight after a breakup. I've always been the one to end it. I've always been the one to end it. I don't know why. Yeah, here's what it is. You'll get rid of it, Blizz. Unrelated story. They won't let you stream at Encore. Nah, it's not that they won't let me stream. It's that they won't let me carry the bag and I have all my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a thing for my GoPro. I got a thing for my other camera. I got so I need a bag to carry that shit. So I kind of was unprepared. I had it all in one big bag. Now, damn sure wasn't walking around the casino like this. You know what I mean? Carrying all the set separately. But yeah, It was me. It was me because I could have streamed in there, but then it was like, nah, I don't want to carry all this stuff. The stream was scheduled for later in the afternoon. We got there in the morning, so we're talking about like 6-7 hours carrying around that stuff. I'm not doing it. But I could have streamed. I could have went live straight from the phone, but I didn't really want to. We ended up going out on a boat. Like we had fun in the Boston Harbor. That was amazing. views and stuff. So I enjoyed that. Yeah. Joseph, ad reveals for the tacos in the house and educational purposes for me. I see want to see your abs.
I don't have abs. I just have a flat stomach. I would have to do some crunches to reveal it. It doesn't take much for me though, but I don't. I'm too lazy to do ab work, so I just have a flat stomach.
I think the days of me like bouncing back, like I used when I was younger, around your age, I still was able to like bounce back quick. Now, nah, it's not there. I'm almost 50.
Gotta maintain it. There's guys my age. Oh God, who I was petrified when I was in my 20s, looking at guys my age now. I was like, oh, we got to look like that. So I did something about it 15 years ago. I just started working out, started eating right, started doing a lot of things the right way. So now I look, well, they say 10 years younger than I actually am because I was so scared of looking like how guys look like my age from 15 years ago. I was like, damn, they look in their late 40s, 50s at 30 some years old. That can't be right. So
Yeah,
I think I made the right choice.
I know
Because
dudes
fear,
that in their 20s that look older than me. I'm not saying I look young. It's sad. It's like 28, 29, looking like they 50. Like it's
drugs,
crazy.
alcohol, there's a lot of you do a lot of drinking
Yeah.
and smoking when you're younger, and that catches up to some people. Depends on how much they do. Um, Also, I will also say a lot of nah, I ain't gonna say it, but that's the issue of what's the topic? It was a lack of masculine energy. So it starts really early. They start uh, spending all that masculine energy young when they're younger. They take it for granted, and then when they get in their late 20s, early 30s, they are trying to recover that, or they're so sick they can't. They're pretty much past the point of no return. So it's kind of sad to see. I just did things right 10, 15 years earlier because I was like, nah, that ain't the path I want to go. So I stopped smoking, I stopped drinking, and stopped doing a lot of things that kills masculine energy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it.
Like I said, the only time I've ever like really stopped working out was when I, I slipped a disc in my back, a bulging disc. So I
How
stopped
did
working
that?
out. Just my line of work
Oh
over
yeah.
here just beats my body up. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? So and they usually go when you're doing something stupid, you know, doing something not heavy, not at all. That's when fucking thing slips, you know.
Hmm.
But yeah, I stopped working out for like about a year after that. I got back right, then I started lifting again. I was like 30. So I was about your age then, like 38 when that
Hmm.
happened. And then just recently, when I like I said, when I had my grandkids, I stopped working out. I just didn't have the time. Just did not have the time, man. So it's actually better now working the shift that I work, um, where I get starting to get regular sleep, get back into a regular routine, not third shift. You know what I mean? Overnight shit.
Hmm.
It's not an excuse. It just is what it is. Just is.
That's why I hated doing construction because I noticed it started beating up my body too. If you're in the trades, that just comes with territory. Something's gonna happen. That constant wear and tear on your body. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter how healthy you are, how youthful you are, how what. Eventually, just our bodies are not designed to work the way that we work today. 14-hour days is hard labor, constant for years on end. We're not designed to do that. We're designed to, in spurts here and there. When you go to the gym, you're not working out for 8 hours straight like you would at a job where you're moving tires at a car plant. It's 1, maybe 2 hours max, if that, and then you do other things. But the way society is, we're constantly working out our bodies past the point of
The
extreme.
wrong one. Yeah.
eight
And it's like
hours.
with my job, I lift heavy shit all day. Like so I
You're
know I'm
college, man.
strong. I know I'm strong, but it's like it's the wrong kind of lifting.
Yeah,
You're you're doing everything you're doing is like you're not supposed to be doing it. It's like don't don't bend lift and twist at the same time. And it's like, well, That's the only way I could do this shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, you just know. You just chalk it up. Like my doctor told me a long time ago, he's like, you need to get out of this.
Mm.
And this shit's putting my kids through school. like my son's in private school right now, bro, for me doing this shit.
That's a sacrifice. It's usually on a man when it comes to the wear and tear on the body, the physical. Oh man, is I just wish people appreciated the work what you do and the work that I used to do. Just building houses, building patio decks, like houses and roads. People don't, they just take it for granted. What goes into that? How many people sacrifice their bodies, the blood, sweat, literally blood, cuts and bruises and broken bones, slip discs. But people don't take it, they take it so lightly. It's as if it just appeared out of thin air. That's how society was built. No.
You should see the dudes that I work with, bro. Like the injuries they have. Like one guy's on his third hernia.
Yep.
And another guy just went out with a hernia. You know, one guy had basically has metal spine. You know what I mean? Because he fucked his disc in his back up so bad. They removed them. They put metal. He's got metal rods in his back. Like, you know, people that don't understand. That never like some person in an office job or something that never like. They don't understand what it's like to when we say like we're out here like busting our ass. We mean it. We're busting our ass, putting our body on the line for this shit. AI ain't taking my job. I'm gonna tell you that. AI is not taking my job, bro. I know that for a fact.
AI doesn't want to do your job.
Let me read some of these comments, man. TJ says, must be nice to be one of your naturally slim cats. I've had trouble keeping the weight off since the army. You young, bro. You just gotta do it. If you can keep it off then, you can keep it off now, man. You still young, TJ. Thomas Marsh says, being away from the kids hurts more than anything else. I was done with my ex, but I miss my daughters. Yeah. When you're used to waking up with your kids every day, that was the hardest thing for me. And the crazy part was I could see my kids, and my kids never got held away from me or anything like that. I could see them anytime. But when you're used to being there every day, like you're used to putting them to bed every night, like you're used to waking up in the same house with them. You hear me now, like I'd be like, all my kids are under the same roof. I feel good tonight, you know what I mean? Knowing that even now, and they're fucking grown, you know what I mean? It still feels good. Like when my daughter comes over here, stays the night, my grandkids are here. I love it. So when that gets taken away from you, like I understand that. That shit is like a shock and it hurts. That was the worst part. Oh, Rush was vegetarian.
You vegetarian? Ooh. Good luck with that.
I did it for 2 years. I
lasted a year. And I ended up losing a tooth because of it. I mean, it was crazy, dude.
It's tough.
It's tough. Impossible.
It's tough. Especially when you got a family that like, especially on like Thanksgiving. That's the second Thanksgiving what broke me. You know? It broke me. I was like, nah, I want some of that. It was roast. It was a roast. Nah, I want some of that roast. Man. Yeah, that's tough. See, I love meat.
You guys have a Five Guys where you are at, don't you? Five Guys?
Yeah.
My friend, I was 1 year into it, and I was so adamant only getting just the fries and the veggie burger. He looked at me, he said, dude, just get the damn hamburger. Right. I went and got myself a triple, quadruple burger, stuffed it down. Man, it was like heaven. I was like, I can't go back to vegan. I was actually vegan. I took it further than vegetarianism. And it cost me a tooth. It cost me a whole tooth, abscess in my tooth. I had to get it pulled out, literally with pliers. Dude was in my mouth with a pair of pliers because it was that bad and infected that he couldn't get it out the traditional way they use with modern technology. He went and put out the pliers at the drawer and just start pulling, yanking. Of course, I was some anesthetic, but I was aware. I could see him pulling it. I couldn't feel it, but he localized the anesthesia in my mouth. I'm like, oh, I wish I just put me to sleep. That shit was terrifying. It was like a scene out of a horror movie. Just pulling, pulling, pulling. He had to get it out because I would have been killed if he had not got that out of my that whole tooth out of my mouth. And that was because of veganism, vegetarianism, which shocked
Wow.
me because I thought that that was the right way to eat. You know, the fruit, the vegetables, and beans and rice and all that shit. And that's what quickly caused the cavity in my tooth that I was like, what the hell is going on?
That's crazy.
I, I,
That's
so I just,
crazy, bro.
yeah,
I heard some
crazy,
stuff. I heard some stuff about that veganism.
crazier
I've
stuff.
seen some dudes just look sick as fuck. Like they look sick and they were vegans, supposedly eating healthy and all that, but they look just sick, bro. Pale, like unhealthy, skin looking off, fucked up, like, and they were vegans. So
But
nah,
ask them, they'll tell you they're the healthiest they've ever been in
yeah.
their life. But they can't see it because it's a eating disorder. But you don't know it's an eating. That's the whole point of eating disorder. You don't know that you have it, and other people telling you have it is like, oh, you're lying to me. I know I'm healthy because, but you're actually going backwards. So it's, I was on that trajectory, but it took me losing the tooth. Some people have to lose their entire small intestine. I actually know a guy who did, and that's what took for him to change his entire diet. Some people lose entire appendages in their bodies.
Yeah,
Some
that's
people get
crazy.
diabetes. Some
It ain't
people,
worth it.
it's not worth
It ain't worth it. But that's also why I say I eat what I want to eat. You know, I'm not obese. I don't think I'll ever be obese. Um, I don't think I'll ever get to that point. But most of the time, I want something healthy. I eat something healthy. I'm still doing the 1 meal a day, but I do my shakes and I do my green drinks and I do my protein. I do all that stuff because I know I need it. I do my vitamins. I do all that stuff. But it's just one main meal a day. You know, that's how I eat. That's how I feel good eating that way.
it. That's how you stay slim too. That's how I've always done it since I was a kid. I always thought that was normal to eat
That's
just at
how,
dinner time. So that's
man.
just what
That's how
I'm
I lost
programmed to
that.
do.
I had a big. Oh, my gut never been that big before, bro. I'm telling you. Like I got pictures of it, bro. I got videos of it. Like, damn.
I mean, when you're a kid, when we're kids, we're out running. Well, at least when we grew up. Now I guess it's different now. But the first thing I did in the morning, and I know you can attest to it, we went outside and start. We woke up wanting to play, hide and go
Yep.
seek, frozen tag. You're not thinking about breakfast and lunch and snacks. You do
Yeah,
all
we
that
played at the
at the
bus
end of
stop.
the
Yeah.
day.
Go try to
Dinner
get to the
time.
bus stop really to play with our friends out.
You don't have time to eat. So you naturally stay, and I think that's actually the way we're designed too. You're only supposed to eat once a day. This whole breakfast, lunch, brunch, dinner, dinner brunch, the whole snacking, that's dessert, that's too much. Too much food. Gluttony.
I'm way behind. Where the hell did I leave off? Yeah. I'm sorry, guys, man. I'm way behind. All right, I think I see.
Name your worst job you've ever had.
Yeah, that's at the bottom though. Cause I was skipping. I wanted to see what they were saying at the bottom. Let me find one.
All of them.
Six packs. Yeah.
It's never been a job I had that I love this job.
I like my job now. Not the
Okay.
actual job. Not what I'm doing. It's the people I'm doing it with and the way I'm doing it. I like. I don't mind. I don't mind being there. Like I had the same job before. I worked for the same employer, just a different role, and I hated that shit. So now I'm back. Yeah. All right. I kind of caught up where I was at. All right. I remember you asking this before. Anyone here track their sleep with a watch? I don't. I don't track mine.
Track it.
It says it, but I don't. I don't pay attention to the sleep part.
Well,
I
because they say
mean, I
it's
got this
days out
watch
of
just
sleep.
for just to track my steps. That's it.
Yeah, I get 3, 4 hours of sleep a night. I mean, I don't think people should be sleeping for no. What they say, 7, 8 hours a night is like
Yeah.
healthy sleep. That's some bullshit. Because I mean, naturally, what as men especially, we have a natural alarm clock. It's called morning wood. That wakes you up. And if you try to force yourself, first of all, you sleep for 8 hours. I think there's something wrong with you. Something ain't working downstairs, in my opinion. So if I'm woken up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I'm like, okay, it's time for me to get to work. and you should feel refreshed by then. What 8 hours of sleep? That's just I don't
It's
know.
a lot. I feel like crap. But the thing with me, especially now, because I do on call. So I could go out any time of night. I could be out all fucking night. Like a couple of weeks ago, I got 45 minutes of sleep. And then you have to punch in at 7. You have to punch in at 7, no matter what. Even if I turn down shit at night, they'd rather me turn down shit at night to be in at 7. But there was one night, like I was just out. I stacked them up. I had like 3 in a row. Then I got home for like probably like 45 minutes, an hour. And then I had like 3 more in a row. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I got like 45 minutes of sleep, went to work, bust my ass at work. You know what I mean? I think it was kind of like that. Then that night, I got like 2 hours of sleep. So I could do that. I could do that back to back to back. I know eventually I'm going to fucking crash. So
Yeah.
hopefully I crash that Monday morning. I hand the phone to the other guy. And usually that Monday night, I fucking crash and I sleep as long as I can. And it's usually still not 8 hours, but it's usually like uninterrupted 6 hours or something like that. And that feels good because I never sleep uninterrupted. I'll sleep 2 hours, wake up,
But that's
go back to
different.
sleep, 2
You're
hours,
catching
wake
up
up.
on sleep.
You know what I mean?
You're not perpetually sleeping for 8, 10 hours a day. You're catching up on sleep that you didn't get before. So that makes sense. Whereas other people just say, "What's with the wild takes?" I'm just telling the truth the way I see it. It's gonna catch up to me. I don't know. Maybe it will.
I don't know. I don't think so. I know if I sleep 8 hours, I feel like crap.
That's too long.
My body's starting to adjust because usually it was like anything over 4 hours, I would feel like crap. So now it's getting, I could tell it's getting like I could sleep longer. Shit, I wouldn't mind sleeping 6 hours if I could. If I could consistently, but 8 hours, I don't know. The Army and then the AFG was physical enough for me, and I did physical BO's job in retail on either side of that. Nike, then college, then Apple. I just make sure to get 6 to 8 hours of sleep, depending on how I lift or not. I can't. When I was young, I literally had a job scoop up coal with a shovel and putting it into cloth bags. Brutal.
I bet it was, bro.
Being young, I was these things, and I can't grow full facial hair. That was significant strain, young. So my shit never connect. Even I'm 47, this shit never connect my entire life. So but yeah, like I said, my I think I talked about this before. Like the worst job I ever had was like there's this building down the street from my crib, and it's like old ass building. I don't know. They used to collect old military equipment and refurbish it and sell it, like satellites, batteries, all type of shit. And they went out of business. So at the time, I was young. I think for some reason, I was between jobs, but I still needed to feed my family. So we would go, like I had to go stand in line and get chosen. You guys seen the shit where, the guys are standing, they come out, you. So I was there, and it took like 3-4 days before I got chosen. But I kept going. I kept going down there. Because like I said, I was looking for a job. I think I was in my early 20s. I was looking for a job. But in the meantime, while I was looking for a job, I'm going down there trying to work. You know what I mean? I'm not just going to sit on my ass. And I got selected, but that was the nastiest, dirtiest, physical, like pulling shit out of fucking dungeon. Like it's like a dungeon, bro. Like it's a building. I got video of that building because it caught on fire recently. But it's like not even far from here. Like the homeless people are sleeping in there, and they'll go in there and they'll like start fires to keep warm because it's cold now. It's down in the 30s. So they set the building on fire, you know. But yeah, that shit was like, you're talking about oil leaking out of this shit, whatever other fluids leaking and pooling on the floor. You gotta wade through that and pick this shit fucking 200, 300 pound fucking shits up. Excuse my language, you know.
No, I get it.
Yeah,
Well,
and
I
bring it
understand.
all the way up some stairs and outside. Like, yeah. But
And they
you know
pay for
what?
nothing. A lot of these jobs to actually do all of this
It was
back-breaking work.
$100 a day at that time, and it
This
was
ain't worth it.
I was 20, so it was about 20 years, maybe 20, so
So
22,
it's like
24 years ago.
that's us like 175 today, 150, 175. So it's okay money. They're gonna
Yeah.
make you work for it though.
hmm I worked in a cheese factory. I had to climb inside 112-degree machines, scrape cheese off of conveyor belts while wearing boots and raincoat. Damn,
Factory
I
sounds
actually
crazy.
said poop, but 14 years. Yeah. Smashed that light bulb. Yeah, this is great. Yeah, I had a job in a small grocery store that at times I had to clean out from under the meat cooler where the butcher worked. There would be pieces of meat chicken that had fell between the grates. Ooh. Yeah, lose a tooth. Roll it on the
Oh,
fucking. No, I had the other one I had was cleaning hoods. Like we would go all up and down the East Coast. We would clean commercial hoods. And this is why when y'all be saying I eat at KFC, I eat here, I eat there, I be like, nah, I'm good. Because I've seen the kitchens in a lot of these restaurants and what it looked like. And the rotted chicken on the floor and the dead rats under the fryers and like the roaches that's in there. Because we would clean the hoods, you know what I mean? The hoods
oh,
are like the things that suck the air up from over the stoves and then it pushes it out of the roof. You know what I mean? So, and the hood also has like the sprinklers inside of them. So we would have to clean the grease off of that. We would degrease it. We would do like KFCs, Stop and Shops, um, just a bunch of name brands, like all the way up and down the East Coast. So we go like North Carolina, West Virginia, DC, Maryland, like all the way up to I've been to Maine. Like I kind of like that because we've seen a lot of different states. It sucked and it sucked, but at the same time, you were just on the road a lot. You've seen a lot of the state, a lot of different states up and down the East Coast. It was that shit was nasty, greasy, nasty, like dead shit all the time in these fucking restaurants that would sit there until we made it back around to clean that shit. Taco Bell, like
oh.
man, yeah. Telemarketer right at the legal age 16, didn't last more than 3. Yeah, I had a telemarketer job. I didn't last a week. Like I got in a fight. In a fight. Temper, bro. Like I know when I say I used to have a temper. Like I moved to Virginia. I stayed down there. I moved to Virginia for 2 years, and like I needed a job, you know, because I was young. I think I was how old was I? 19, 20, something like that. Young, still not grown but young, and they have this different language, different slang. And at that time, like I was a hothead. Like I was in the streets like all my teen years, you know what I mean? Like doing dumb shit. I was stupid. I was a hothead. And somebody called me something. I didn't know what it was. I said, what the you called me? Just stupid, man. Started a fight over that shit. Ended up I got fired, over some dumb shit. And then they told me, he called me stick man, stick boy or something. Stick boy. And for them, it's just like saying how we would say homeboy. But I didn't know this at the time. So I lost a job over somebody calling me homeboy, basically. You know? Yeah.
Stick boy.
Yeah.
That's what you heard?
That's what he said.
Oh, so okay. You thought he was talking about your weight and your size.
I thought he was
I'm
talking
guessing.
shit.
Yeah, yeah. Like stick. I used to be called sticks when I was younger, being so slim.
Yeah. I thought he was
Until I
talking
got tall
shit.
enough, and then people stopped picking on me like that. But
Like I
yeah, I get
always
it.
been cut. I always been cut. But I've always been like a slim cut. Like at that time, I probably was like 150 pounds. You know what I mean? But I'm short. So it's like,
I was that
yeah.
weight when I was. Yeah, no, I wasn't cut at all. I was just skinny. If I heard stick, I would have won the fight too. Oh well, hindsight.
Yeah, but it's like, and then I was like, talk to my uncle. Like after that, he's like, what? He's just saying home because my uncle lived between, Virginia and Connecticut. He would go back and forth, so he knew our slang and their slang. He's like, oh, he just calling
Oh,
you homeboy. Like, what you do? Like, I was like, no, you know me, bro. Like at that time, man,
yeah.
it was stupid, bro. But I ended up getting another job. Jobs were plentiful at that time. I know I'm way behind in the chat. Y'all, please forgive me, man. Y'all people chatting now. Philip Morris subsidiary. As soon as he said, I don't even got any comments to catch up on. It was a wrap. Yeah, right? Start spamming the comments. There's a Philip Morris subsidiary that was real big. Dog back in the night, just as smoking was becoming out of style. Yeah. Yo, if y'all ever want to reach out to me, man, here's my email, man. I had a dude email me today. I when I see it, I respond immediately. So anything behind the scenes, anything like that, man. Anything y'all want to see me do, or maybe suggestions of what I could do for the channel to get more people involved. Hit me up, man. Cisco, what up? What up? Beat Your Life is back in the building. It was wild because Philip Morris knew their product was so addictive that they could run anti-PM commercials.
Anti-PM.
I don't know what anti-PM means. But 3 to 5 hours. Yeah, I'm a little lost in this. Hey Joseph, what's with all these wild ass takes today?
What's wild to you is actually very normal to me.
Wait,
I
that was
usually
at
keep these things to
that was
myself.
fucking 12 minutes ago. Damn.
I mean, it's kind of wild. Depends on perspective, right? To me, it's normal. Normally, I've been
about to
doing it.
sleep.
Yeah, I mean, 3-4 hours a night since I was a kid. That's just always been that. And it wasn't until someone said you're supposed to get 8 hours. I try to make myself double the time I sleep. I'm like, yeah, but I'm up. I got energy. I have energy. So to me, that just seems off, based off just my natural disposition, not because of what the studies show, not because what science says it's supposed to be,
It's what
but
you
just
feel.
how I've always been since I was a kid.
It's what you feel. It'll catch up to you one day. You're gonna just start doing what you do. You just start sleeping longer. That's it.
Well, if that's the case, then Trump wouldn't be getting only 4 hours of sleep a night. He's in his 80s.
Man, I don't know what that nigga.
Same thing with him.
Like, look, you got me saying that. You got me saying the N-word on live, bro.
It's true. I mean, at least as far as he says it is. If he's saying
I don't know how he sleeps, bro.
I'm like, I get
Just
it.
because you see a tweet come out at 3 a.m. don't mean it's from him. You know what I mean? Like,
well, he got the engine from somewhere.
I don't trust anything.
Someone who slept 8 hours of sleep, he probably is not doing as much activity as he is. Why would he have to lie about that? I don't know.
I don't know me either, man. But it's just like shit. They lie about a lot of shit, dumb stuff, man. I had to take massive drugs to sleep. I got prescribed tramadol. I took it like once.
Drugs? Why?
Tramadol, because I was, bro. I needed it.
Insomnia?
I needed it, bro. Like working third shift, I needed it. Like that adjustment,
Oh, okay, that's different.
I needed it, but then I didn't even never take it because I started to get to the point where I didn't have the 8 hours in there that I know that was gonna make me groggy and shit. So I just stopped taking it. Um, it's not a crazy sleep. Tramadol is not a crazy.
Really, they're kind of crazy.
You're not gonna get addicted to it or nothing. But
What was the last comment? What did you say? You just skipped right over it.
oh, this one.
No, no, with yeah, okay, the next one. That
Oh, it'd be the coldest, darkest day in hell when I let my dong control what time I start my day.
so so this is my theory. Obviously, I'm not a scientist, but there's a reason why it wakes. People have these alarm clocks. At least for men, I can't speak for women, but if you have a healthy libido and you're a healthy man, in my opinion, then it's going to wake you up, and you're going to want to naturally want to start your day at when it wakes you up, not when your alarm clock wakes you up, not when the scientist says you're supposed to get 8 hours of sleep. It's when your body naturally gets up. You're not supposed to then want to, oh, let me go back to sleep because I'm supposed to get my full 8 hours. No, you get up and you do the things you got to do. I work out. I do push-ups. I sometimes take runs outside in the middle of the night, and then I'm ready to start my day 4 hours later. I got plenty of sleep. So if your erection is getting you up, then that's a good sign. That means you're a healthy man. That much I do know for a fact. You don't know. What's there not to know?
I
If you
don't
don't
know
know,
if it makes you healthy because my dick get harder. It's harder every morning. I don't know if that just makes me healthy or not, or it's just
yes, that's a
normal.
sign of that's not normal for a lot of men.
It's
Why do
just
you think
been
they take Cialis?
it's been normal for me. So I
Well,
don't
you're
know.
blessed. I mean, especially at your age, a lot of guys have to get assistance in that area because we instinctively know, oh, we're not getting this at least once. Like some guys creep out, like, oh, I haven't got one all week. That is a problem. That means you have blood flow issues.
Yeah,
There's a lot of things that
that will
come
be a
for
problem.
us. We know it's an issue or it should be an issue. So if it's not waking you up, and it should be actually it should be irritating you. It should be like, man, damn,
I
man,
don't know.
man, I'm trying to get some sleep, but I got too much energy now. That's a good sign. That means that's the day. That's the time you're supposed to start your day. So I don't know. I think a lot of these scientists just don't have a. They're probably not getting it up every morning,
I
so
don't
they'll
know.
tell everyone else.
Like I said,
No,
if I get Cisco, if I get 7 hours of sleep, I feel like shit. It's kind of like
same.
the opposite, and I know it's because like I had to train my body to be the opposite of that. Um, it's crazy that the things we put ourselves through, but yeah, I had to train my body that 4 hours was all it was gonna get. You know what I mean? Because that's all I had. Between get like it was that period where getting the kids to school and then picking them up. All I had was 4 hours. That's all you getting, buddy. You ain't getting no more than that. You better fucking you ain't doing no other shit. You ain't going to the fucking gym. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing between those hours. Sleep. 4 hours. That's all you get. Like so and your body will get trained to that. I'm not saying it's healthy, especially it's bad. I know it's bad for your heart. It's bad for you, especially if you're working overnights, because that's another thing that's fucking bad for you. But at the end of the day, what are you gonna do? Joseph out here waking up at 10:53 a.m., putting down 1,500 calories a steak to call it a day at 5:28 a.m. I don't know what he does, man, but I should yeah, I don't know. Because even when I have the time to get that that amount of sleep, it's not gonna happen for me. It's just not. So on a sat like say I wasn't streaming right now and I just chose to go to sleep, I'm not gonna lay down and sleep for 7 hours. It's just not gonna happen. Hardest job was commercial tuna fish. Yeah, that sound hard. That sound hard, man. They tell you to never volunteer in the military, so I never have after that. Just here in Seattle, headed to Vegas, AZ next week. Yo, what up with anybody heard from 53? Who he's supposed to be? He said he was gonna be around, but if anybody tossed to that brother, man, tell him Blizz said what up. Yeah, he never heard of any job on a boat. Yeah. Am I caught up yet? No. No, I'm only 12, still 12 minutes behind. Dude working on a boat ain't no joke. Shout out to the Seaman. Yeah, salute to them, man. Salute to them. Boy, Philippines. I thought the same thing. Deadliest, yeah. If you talk about career seamen, nobody supplies more in the world. Yeah. Wow. Pound for pound, the most seamen. Yeah, so I deliberately avoided phrasing and such. Yeah, salute to them, man. Salute to all the hardworking men out here, bro. Salute to all of us. Shit. We doing what we need to do, man. There's a lot of us that's out here doing what we need to do every day.
Next, gotta hook it. Oh, damn, man.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you know what? The hardest job. Okay, I had to think about that one. The hardest job I ever had was, this might sound crazy. I don't know if anyone has ever done it. It's just setting up tents. Setting up big, like, party tents when people have, like, conventions and whatever. There has to be someone that said, okay. And I didn't think it was nothing to it until I got into it. And the guy I was working with told me that he saw a guy who have his entire head chopped off because of a pulley that went into the ground that just broke apart. He did everything right. It was just the ground gave in, it let it loose, and then it caught him in the neck, and it sliced his neck clean off. And so I could see the trauma. Now, before then, I didn't know why he was so messed up in the head. But then when he told me that story, he said, these are things I've seen. Like, he had, like, wars, like, it was PTSD. He had never seen a therapist for it. So I was like, wow. So, and that job was brutally difficult. Setting up tents, of all things.
Mm-hmm. I did it. I used to do it part-time. Like, I would do my, I would work 6 to 2:30, and I would do that for a couple hours. Because the guy that owned the business worked at the same place full time that I worked at. So we would, like, go together after work and just set up tents, whatever he had for the day, set up tents. He rented, like, the tables and chairs, all that shit. But yeah, we set up some big ads. Like, we set up a tent for the October. We set up the tents for Oktoberfest one year, bro. Like, we was out there all fucking day setting up the tents, man. So it's not easy work either, you know.
No. Very difficult work.
That was part-time shit. Like, I used to love having a part-time job that I could just fucking quit if I wanted to. I ain't gonna lie, but I just never did. It's nice knowing, like, like, can't quit my full-time job, but always kept like, when my kids were little, I always kept a part-time job. I never just worked one job. Couldn't. For the majority of their life, I was the sole provider. He said, man, what I wouldn't give to be a fly on the wall during just crash out here.
Wow. That's the reason I would have kept the job, T. Marsh.
I think that's
you would have been getting promotions. You would have been a manager. You probably could have ended up owning the company.
Oh, wow.
He quit because a girl like, I mean, I would have stayed. You probably would have, oh, okay, hey, give me a raise. Well, how much do you want? Just a $10.
We all know what she looked like.
Well, that's probably is why he quit. At least I hope. It better not be look. If she looked like anything like Beyonce or someone that actually was good looking, he was like, "Oh, my principles." I'd be like, "Dude, you gotta explain yourself on that one, T. Marsh."
Yeah, he got good genes, man. He's attributing it to everything else, but having good genes means something. Bro. It means something. That's
Man, that's
something.
a cop out, man.
It's not,
Man,
but I mean, it kind of is, bro. Like I got high cholesterol, and I've never been in bad shape. It's because it's in my genes, bro. It's not the way I eat. It's nothing. It's in my genes.
oh, you coping? That's listen. I used to get heart palpitations. I used to get
No, I got
shortness
high
of breath.
cholesterol, bro.
So, and I got that from eating coney fries all the time, all the damn time, a lot of processed food, a lot of sugar. So I had all these issues and symptoms. I just managed to survive it. I managed to catch it before it caused any serious damage, such as diabetes. But I was
You're
on the
also
verge.
30.
I was
You're also
close.
37, bro. You're also 37, man. Like you're still young. Your
Yeah,
body's probably I'm not say tip top shape, but it's closer than that than not. But yeah, my body just does not break down whatever it needs to break down the right way. Like it just doesn't. It's never going to. That's why
and you're right.
I
It's not
should
supposed
be
to.
I should be taking medication for it, but I don't. I do other things.
Your body is not supposed to break down a lot of foods that we ate when we were younger. Well, obviously, alcohol is not a food, but it's something that our bodies can tolerate a lot more of because we're younger. Smoking, also something we can tolerate a lot more. So we can put a lot of our bodies through abuse when we are younger, maybe up to your maybe early mid 30s before it starts to catch up to you. So yeah, you're right. The things that you used to eat or still eat and consuming, you can't digest it. You have to then I guess retroactively think, okay, why can't my body do it? Oh, it's because my body was never meant to do it. Is that because my body tolerated it? And that's just what I just said. The sugar is a big one. The
Yeah,
carbs, a lot of stuff that we like to eat that we're addicted
doesn't
to.
matter, bro. Like I
That
could eat
it matters.
salmon and salad all the time, which I don't eat unhealthy. I really don't. So it's not gonna matter what I eat. My body just is not gonna process things the right way, and I'm okay with that. That's genetics. Some people bodies like our genes aren't perfect. Some of them are skewed a little bit, and
That's like saying I can't be rich because I was born poor. It's genetic. It's hereditary. I was born into it. But that's a bunch of BS. I'm not saying I had plays no role. Obviously,
science
I
is
didn't
this,
make
bro.
myself tall. But it's
Well,
you can you can
I'm
tell people
5'5", bro. I'm 5'5". I can't do nothing about it. It's my genes. You know what I mean? Like so. Some people are born with heart problems. Some people are born with mental issues. That like yeah, that happens, bro. You
type
can't.
1 diabetes is not something you do to yourself. It's something
I don't have
I'm
diabetes.
just, I'm just speaking about like
Oh
things that I'm affirming that what you're saying is true to an extent. But then you
yeah.
have people who lean too much into it and say, I can't do nothing about this. I can't so oh because I was born this way, this is just like my fate, or
Oh
I can't
nah,
improve on this.
nah.
It's a
I don't
lot of
do
it is
that.
things we do to ourselves.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't do that where you're using it as a crutch or an excuse. Like I mitigate it. Like I said, that's why I eat the way I eat. Like I said, I eat whatever I want to eat. But I just don't. I don't eat crap. You know what I mean? I just don't. But if I want to cheat, I don't feel bad for cheating every once in a while. You know.
We
So
had to
I take.
define what crap is, but that's a whole different subject. Everyone's it's like politics and religion. People don't
Yeah.
when it comes to diet, people get real defensive. Then when I ask, okay, what do you eat? The thing is, I still get defensive about ice cream. That's like my Achilles heel. And when people tell me it's bad for you, I'm like, no, it's not. No, I can treat myself every once, but that's me clinging onto a vice and clinging
Yeah.
onto an addiction that I know is not good for me, but it tastes good as hell. So
Yeah.
I
Eat
get it.
whatever you want, man.
But I face it. I'm not denying the fact
Pretty
that
sure.
I'm making it a
I'm pretty
crutch.
sure you're not eating ice cream every fucking day. You know what I mean?
I'm not.
So
I'm not. Definitely. Maybe once every 3 weeks or something like that.
yeah.
Um,
So he says tramadol for sleep. Yeah, tramadol is an antidepressant, but I think they stopped using it as an antidepressant because it was just putting people to sleep like crazy. It's like at the dosage that they were using it. This is how it was explained to me by my doctor. The doses that they were prescribing Tramadol for antidepressant was just like knocking motherfuckers out left and right. So what they did was they lowered the dosage dramatically, and they tested it for help with sleep. And why not? I only took it a couple times. I didn't feel any other side effects. It's such a low dosage. But I don't like taking pills, so it was never something that I was gonna like use and lean on. It's something that I needed at the time, like, because getting no sleep is absolutely not an option long term. I wish Trump would fade away. Yeah. During deep sleep, you're making testosterone, which creates the morning fun. Yeah. It shows you're getting deep sleep. I don't know. I'm gonna have to listen to scientists, and none of them have told me that I need to wake up first. It's there. Well, for me, it's just there. Like I don't. It's just for me, it's just a normal part of life. So I never thought about it. I never like. I never thought about it.
But you would think about it if it didn't happen. That's the point. If it didn't happen, you would say, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Like things are not working the way they should. Something is wrong."
Shit. The human body is sleep. If I try to sleep for the same amount of time a day as my girlfriend, I get physically ill. Yeah. Waking up with a hard dick means you need to fucking right there.
Yeah, basically. You feel like you want to.
Your body's used to being abused and it's compensating for. Yeah, I've never gotten 7 hours of sleep for months straight. No. Never. I guess it would be nice. I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm just saying that that's what I've had to train my body to do, and that's especially shit. You ever did night calls, like emergency night calls? It's just not gonna happen, especially
So he might be saying it's under constant stress. Definitely not getting what you're supposed to get.
It's messed up.
Maybe.
It is abuse. It is.
Stress that's forcing your body to wake up 3 hours, 4 hours. It's possible.
That's just my body when it does. Science doesn't have all the answer. Our body is the science. What can they tell me my body? I don't know. They study it though, bro. They study. Dog, I'm not saying that you don't understand your own body. I'm not saying that, but I still want to be debunking science or studies.
I don't need to sleep or eat. I'm still able to function.
Yeah.
Drug? I mean, it's like a drug. I said, I don't need to sleep or eat. I'm still able to function.
Yeah, there's plenty of nights where I'm still, like I said, I got 45 minutes of sleep and function fine. But I know like eventually I'm going to crash. I know that. I'm not saying I could do that just forever. I know I can't. There's plenty of times where I could go 4 days with 2 hours of sleep, 2 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours of sleep. I know I'm going to crash though. So I'm not delusional. I'm not saying that I could keep doing that forever. I know I'm going to crash. It's just can I make it to that day where I have the time to crash? And it's not healthy. I know it's not healthy.
Maybe some of us are born with that. Like we don't need as much sleep as they say the average person say they need it. So I could be wrong in saying that, no one needs 8 hours of sleep. There could be some people who just don't. Their energy perhaps is where they need to recharge longer. It's like some batteries need a longer recharge time. And some batteries don't need as much. But you can argue that the batteries that don't need as much will die out sooner. That's possible. I don't know.
Yeah, you could be putting a strain on your heart that you don't realize or you don't see the effects now. You could be doing that. You could be doing something to your body that you're not gonna feel until 20 years from now. You don't know. I don't know. I have an idea that I'm fucking myself up. the way I'm living, the way I'm functioning, the amount of sleep I'm getting, the intervals of sleep I'm getting. I know that, and I said it.
Or maybe it's because they tell us that we're going to get fucked up if we don't get enough sleep and it's going to catch up to us. That is causing you and possibly me in the future to start thinking, oh, I better start sleeping an extra, I better sleep double the time because they say it's going to fuck me up. But what if it just never does? Like, what if I'm serious, like, what if we're just, since we were younger, 4 or 5 hours of sleep is just our standard. It's nothing we try to force to do. It was nothing we learned about. It's just the way it's always been. What if that we live into old age in our 80s and 90s, getting the same 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night because that's just the way we're built somehow. I think we're all built that way, but maybe there's people that need double the time. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me, but you know.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not an expert on it. It's nice to talk about it though, but I'm not an expert on it. I just know, like for me, I'm convinced, not that I'm dreading it or that I'm stressing over it. It just is what it is. This is what I have to do now if I want to. I'm sorry. Even at my age, I'm still out here grinding. I'm still out here grinding, bro. You know?
If you're regular,
hopefully, like right now, I'll be able to be like Cisco and retire. You know what I'm saying? In my 50s, or you know what I mean? Like that's the goal. So I'm not working until I'm 65. So I'm gonna do it now. While I still got it in me to do it. I know a lot of people that are working till 70. I mean, I'm not gonna say that. I can't say either way. I know the experts and the scientists say, and doctors say, 8 hours, 7. I don't even think they say 6 to 8. I think they say 7 to 8.
7 to 8. Now. Yeah, 7 to 8. They used to say 6 to 7. Then I noticed over the years it went up to 7, 8. I'm like, damn.
They're still studying it, bro.
Logically, like think about it. 8 hours. I'm okay. I'll give you 6. I'll say, okay, you want 6 hours? Fine.
That's 130
but 8 hours?
a day. It's 130 a day.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah. But
I mean, I don't know. There's just so much of the world to see, so much to do. Like 8 hours of your day, a third of your time. Listen, hey man, if it floats for y'all, sleep for your 8 hours. Get your beat rest.
I don't think it's hurting. I don't know if it would hurt them, to sleep 8 hours. I just if I could sleep 8 hours, I would. I'm not saying I wouldn't. Yeah, why not? If I had the luxury to do it,
Because that's 4 less hours I have to do other things I'd rather be doing, like dancing, listening to music, prayer, working, making money. There's so many things you can do in 4 hours that now you sleep in that time. It's like, I don't know. Maybe that's just the way my mind is wired. I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with me.
It's the way you've trained your body. You've trained your body to be that way, I believe. So he doesn't know any other way. I know I've trained my body to do what the fuck I'm doing right now. And I've had to, like, when I started working third shift, I had to train my body. It took 2 years to get used to that shit. It's not normal. It's not, if it was normal, it would not take 2 fucking years to get used to it. And then when I lost my job, I had to fucking retrain my body to get out of that shit. And I feel like I'm just starting to get out of it now. That's why I said I went from 3 to 4 hours to now I'm sleeping probably 4 to 5 hours when I can. It's not. And I think that, it may get longer. It may not. I don't know. When I worked first shift before, I never slept. I never slept 8 hours. Never. No, it was still like 4 to 5 hours. So I don't like saying it definitely, like, no, it's not this way, because I don't fucking know, man. I know what works for me.
I'm just making a case as to why my 4 hours of sleep is it just works. I could be wrong though.
So you
I
don't
really
ever go over that?
if I'm like if I work out heavy, if I'm working a usually a labor intensive job for that day, or I had to do some sort of favor for someone and it's labor intensive, like cutting down the tree or something, then yeah, I'm probably gonna get not even 8 hours, 6 hours. I'll get 2 more hours of sleep normal. But my standard is almost always 4, maybe 5. That's just I mean, I was confused. I thought something was wrong with me. I was like, oh, well, I mean, if my natural alarm clock is waking me up and I feel maybe that's not so bad because I'm listening to what everyone else is saying. 8 hours of sleep is the norm. I mean, I can't force myself. Like, have you ever tried to,
Yeah,
you wake
go
up
back
and you
to
try to
sleep.
force yourself? You
No,
can't do it, right? And
man,
I
I've
tried.
been mad at myself some days waking up like
The science says I'm
four
supposed to sleep
hours,
at least
man.
8 hours.
I got all
I'm
this
not good
time. I
enough.
ain't doing nothing playing. Fucking waking up. Nah, I've done that. Literally, I've done that. Like I've been pissed at myself because there's just some times where I wake up and I'm just up. I'm not. I know I'm not going back. Ain't no going back to sleep.
It's weird how we take that as a sign, a sign of ill health. When you think about it logically, if you're waking up early, it's because your body and you're not feeling like I got to go back to sleep. You're not feeling insomnia. That means your body is in peak health condition, or you have all the energy you need. Your body has been fully rested. But now because of science and society says we're supposed to sleep this amount of time, we get mad at ourselves for being in peak physical condition because we don't know that that's actually normal for us. But I guess the standard for society is 8 hours of sleep. I believe it's because of the sickness in society. Society is so sick that we have convinced ourselves, well, most people need 8 hours of sleep now. So therefore, let's make that the standard. And those of us who don't need as much, now we're made to feel crazy or gaslit that we're doing something wrong or it's going to catch up to us or you better count your days. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe we're the healthy ones, is what I'm saying. Maybe the way that it's always been for us since we were younger is the way it should be for everyone else until they've had to sleep longer hours to recuperate their bodies for the damage they do to themselves.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's my theory. It's not science, but it's just what I observe.
Yeah, TJ says, but you can swing back the other way and be like, I don't believe in genetics. Like I didn't take this on the topic. I believe in genetics.
I believe in genetics too. You know, it's nothing to believe. It's just a fact, right?
Yeah. I didn't know I had sickle cell trait until I went to the military. Oh wow. Yeah, they damn sure test you for everything. I cannot sleep without major meds of all sorts. That's nuts. Like what why? Cause are you in pain? That's why you need like were you just insomniac? What you say? On the bed, I know guys late 40s in the tip top shape who adopted the same lifestyle as I, no drinking, no smoking, animal based diet.
And they look
Sunlight,
better than
etc.
me.
Cisco. Oh, okay.
They look better than me. I'm jealous of them. I'm like, how did I get like them? They're in their 50s. So that's where I get my information from. The people who look better than me 20 years my senior, 15 years my senior, 10 years.
Yeah, I've seen guys like
Not scientists who look like shit, scientists who look scraggly, scientists who are overweight, out of shape, unhealthy, even though they're giving me so-called facts. I'm looking at people who clearly, obviously are, okay, well, they're doing something different. So I'm listening to them and when I take their advice, it works. So I'm gonna go listen to the
it's it took
scientist or
me
I'm gonna
10
listen to the person
years.
who's healthy. I was
Yeah,
in your
Cisco is a like a major athlete. You know, I don't know anything about it, but yeah, Cisco is a major athlete, bro. He said he was in your shoes. Russ says, I have a lot of sleep problems, and after a few nights of not getting sleep, I turn to a very volatile person. Yeah, I guess so. I don't go that far. Like, I could be sleep deprived, and I'm still, like, chill. Like, I'm still basically the same person.
I get cranky, but I don't get
I
volatile.
snap on people because I know I'm doing it to myself. And I know, like, if I didn't want to do this night stuff, I don't have to. I'm doing it because I want to. You know, I'm doing it because I want to stack. Like I said it before. I was like, I'm stacking as much as I can. I'm taking everything I can out of these people, man. Everything I could get out of them. And like the night checks that I get, I don't spend none of that shit. Like I don't touch it. Most of the time it's way more than my regular check. Like twice as much. It's been 3 times as much as my regular check. I don't touch that shit at all. You know? It's blood money though. It's blood money. I know it is. I know I'm doing damage to myself. I know when I got that phone, like I'm constantly waking up any sound because I'm like checking that damn phone, checking that phone. You know what I mean? So it is, you know, and then it just is what it is, man. I know people doing worse. I know people that's not doing this worse. So 4 hours should never work for me. Teacher says your heart is like a CPU, like the CPU on a computer. You could be doing all the wrong things, and the CPU is going to keep processing. It also feels fine until the moment it burns out and breaks. Yeah, I believe that. That's why I was saying you may be doing damage that you just don't know. You don't see, you don't realize it. And then at 62, like my cousin just passed away. He was 52, in great shape, and he had a heart attack and just gone. You don't see it coming all the time, you know.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Like you just, but most need 78. But like I said, I can't tell you what you need. If you feel fine, like your body is waking you up at that 4-hour mark, you know.
I
You're
can't
not
make it go
setting
back.
an alarm. You're not setting an alarm. Like I know a
Nope.
lot of people like that. That no matter what they do, they're gonna be up at 5. They could go to sleep at 1. They're gonna be up at 5. They don't need an alarm. It's usually older people. I used to be like that until I started switching back shifts and shit. Like I'm gonna wake up regardless. Like I don't even need an alarm clock no more. It's the last time I was working first shift. Like I'm just gonna wake up at 5 regardless. Go to sleep at 10 and wake up at 5. Now I go to sleep at 10. I'm probably waking up at 12 midnight.
Damn.
Then go back to sleep and wake up at 1:30. Like that's how I'm fucked up. You know what I mean? It's always gonna be like never. If I could sleep 5 hours straight, 4 hours straight through, I'm good. Like I'll probably feel like you. If I could sleep 6 hours, I would take 6 though. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I would take 6 over 4. Definitely. I ain't celebrating that shit. I ain't celebrating 4 hours, bro. Fuck that. Give me the 6. If I could get it, I would take it. But if I go 7 or 8, I literally feel like crap. I feel like I have a hangover, you know.
Yeah, I can feel like that if you don't get enough sleep.
I
Feel like you're, yeah.
If I get 7 to 8, I feel like that though. So it's like backwards.
Yeah, groggy.
Backwards. What do you do with cash right now, Joseph?
Well, yeah, I'm purposely not going to mention because I'm going to invest in this thing that I have my eye on. It's a significant investment though. So, well, maybe not to, maybe to most people, to me. So like $1,500 is for like a passive income thing. It's sort of like how people put their stuff into index funds and IRAs and stuff like that, except it doesn't really produce the kind of returns that they're hoping for. This one is what millionaires use, and I'm trusting that it's good, but I don't know for certain until I put my own money into it by a couple of grand. I won't say exactly what it is, but I know what that number is going to be when I test it out. And okay, after a year, I'm not going to even mention it to nobody, show it to nobody until after a year. I know for a fact my money is safe. I know it's compounding the proper way with the right interest. It's not over leveraging my account. It's not taking excessive risk. then I'll feel comfortable. Maybe if Cisco give me an opportunity a year from now to do it like a live stream and teach on it and demonstrate my own personal results with it. But I can't speak on it because I haven't invested in that yet. Right now, I'm still in the process of accumulating a lot of cash in order to make that particular investment. So 7 years from now, I'll be able to retire as a multimillionaire. But I'm going to do it first. So I'm the guinea pig in the situation. I'm not going to just throw out do this, and do that based on conjecture or theory. I'm always going to be the one to step out on the front line and test it for myself, and then I pass it along that information because that's going to be more useful to you than me saying to you, yeah, go here, go here, go here. But I haven't stress tested myself yet first.
Yeah. Yeah, broke my neck, lower back. Oh man, Arnold stuff 67. Yeah, I think this one right here. This is true. I said this one. I said I know I'm gonna crash. You know what I mean? I said that like, but it's like it's for me. It's like I'm not advocating like getting 4 hours of sleep. I don't like this shit. You know what I mean? I do it because I need to do it to fucking to live. You know, to pay my bills and to save for the future. I'm not advocating for this. You know what I mean? I wouldn't tell nobody to do the shit I do to get up in the middle of the night, to get up at fucking to work from, 6:30 to 5, and then as soon as 5 hits, you're still on call any moment of the night, 24/7 to be able to go out and do, so that may be 5 calls in one night, and you may get an hour of sleep, you may get 2 hours of sleep. Now, is that the norm? No, like, especially this time of year. So that's why I go so hard. I've been going so hard because, like I said, even though I just started back at this company, I worked for them before. So I know, I know it's going to slow down in the winter. So I'm going as hard as I can. And then, this time of year, it starts to slow down. Like I've done 2 weeks ago, I think I did 24 hours or something just at night. So that's on top of the 50. I did 24. 2 weeks before that, I did like 30. You know what I mean? So that's 50, that's 80. You know what I mean? Because my regular week is 50 hours. And on top of that, I did 30. So now this week, I've done 9. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like getting to that point. I know it's going to slow down. It's follows the same pattern every year. But those weeks where I was doing the 24, 25, 30, I was saying that Monday following, when I hand over that phone, I know I'm crashing that night. I'm crashed. I'm going to sleep for as long as I can. It's still never 8 hours. It's still never 8 hours. If it was 8 hours, would I complain? Hell no, but it just never happens, man.
What's wrong with our bodies?
Karen Aikens, hello, how are you? Says hello, just joined in. Salute, thank you, and welcome. Welcome.
Won't be at your best. I don't know, man. If I can do 100 push-ups, 100 squats, and all this activity and not be at my best, I think, at least compared to most people, especially my age or even older, or even younger, it seems like I'm at my best. Or, I can always get better, but I'm not sluggish when I'm waking up at 4 or 5 hours of sleep. That's for sure. So I don't know what the hell is going on, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I just dropped the link again. Anybody wants to come up? Karen is asking, what's the topic of the live stream? So I do open panels where we could talk about anything anybody brings up. I usually start it with a topic. I do my little monologue in the beginning. and then after that, I just see where it goes. You know, I just see where it goes because I'm not gonna talk at people. I like to just have conversations, invite people to have conversations. So we usually go anywhere. We can start out talking about masculinity. We end up talking about basketball or music, you know, and we just have conversations. But if you have a specific topic you want to talk about, you're welcome to put it in the chat. I'm gonna try to catch up, so I can see exactly in real time. What is this? TJ's right. I used to T-Mars because I thought I could get away with not eating properly, kind of like these guys do with their sleep. It is what it is, though, man. Like, it is what it is.
Sleep is an important topic. So
I guess it is. I guess so. Okay, we're talking about Joseph not having an issue with only sleeping 100 to 200 minutes a night or something like that. This is a hot button topic. But I mean,
oh, that's another one. We could talk about that
feel
too.
Tired after 6 to 8 hours of sleep, and maybe get a blood test or check hormone. I do that twice a year.
Exactly. Thank you, Beach of Life. That's what I'm saying.
I do that. I do it twice a year, so there's nothing off there with me.
He's on my side of things. There's something wrong with your hormone levels.
He's saying it's the opposite, bro. He's saying if you feel tired after 6 to 8 hours of sleep, like I'm saying, like me, like I feel worse if I get 6 to 8 hours to sleep than if I get 4 to 5 hours of sleep. But I know what it is. I've trained my body for the last 5 years to not get that amount of sleep, to not need it. I don't see how people are not getting that. I'm not advocating it for it. What I'm saying is that I had to do that at the time. Now I'm trying to come out of it, and it's not going perfect. So you guys could say you need to get 8 hours of sleep. If your body is not going to do it, like, what do I do? Do I take a sleeping pill to sleep those extra 3 hours? You know, when most of the time, if I'm on call, I'm not going to take a sleeping pill. Or what do I do? Not like, I don't need to do on calls. I could survive. Like, I make decent money where I don't need to do on call. So I don't do on calls, which is basically my extra retirement savings for now. Because you're not going to take a sleeping pill if you're on call. For the most part, you're not going to get 8 hours of sleep if you're on call. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But to answer this, I do get regular blood. I do regular checkups. I don't play with that shit. I go twice a year, just because the cholesterol. I go twice a year. I don't have to, but I insist that, and I pay extra.
But I want to. Cisco said, "Who needs 2,000 calories a day? I can get by with 800." So here's the thing, though, man. You know, the scientific tools. I think it's called a calorimeter. Bomb calorimeter. So they're measuring the energy unit of the measure of what makes food, what gives it the energy, right? So like 1 unit or something like that. So if it's scientific in that way, then 2,000 calories sounds like it's right for, I guess, a healthy man. But the thing is, a lot of people eat 2,000 calories and still gain a lot of weight and still end up sickly and unhealthy. So it has nothing to do with how many calories you eat, but the quality of food that you eat, which could be nowhere near 2,000 calories. So people are getting overweight from eating what they think is 2,000 calories. Oh, I ate 2,000 calories today. I met my standard, diet, recommendation. but yet they're still sickly. They're still dealing with health issues and all these problems. How is that possible? If they're following their calorie recommendations, it has nothing to do with the calories. That's another, again, it's scientific. I think it's interesting that they are able to measure food in that way. But how did we used to eat all those thousands of years before those things were invented? We ate naturally. You ate until you was full. And you usually ate the stuff that you hunted. It wasn't the stuff that you grew from a farm. That was pretty modern. It's
Yeah,
what we
but the
hunted
life
for.
expectancy wasn't 72 back then. It was
Well,
probably
actually, it was
fucking
much
four.
higher.
No, was it? No, was it?
Oh yeah,
It was
yeah, it
way
was.
lower. It was way lower back then.
Well, because of animals, bears and saber-tooth tigers and such. So that will cut your lifespan
Yeah,
short.
what's the
Being out
life
in the elements,
expectancy for an American man right now? I'm not gonna look it up. I'm gonna guess 70, 72,
something 60 something, late
72.
60s, early 70s.
Yeah, 72, I believe. I'm not googling it. So if you guys want to look it up, you can look it up. But you
Skittles as a food source.
know, yeah, they funny, bro. They funny, bro. Imagine riding a bike with one hand. You can do it, but it's not optimal. And the likelihood of it being unhealthy for you is higher than you using both hands. Yeah, yeah. Once you
That's an
have,
interesting analogy.
yeah.
Hmm.
See,
But I
before
tell
I
you
was a
what, it's
kid,
more
riding
fun.
a bike with one hand.
See what it's like, right? Ah,
That's the thing, though. But see, Cisco, this is where kind of like you have the luxury to sleep. Everybody doesn't have that luxury, man. So, like, tell that to the fishermen we were talking about earlier. You know what I mean? When they're out in the water, they're not sleeping 8 hours. So you go chastise them. You know what I mean? It's like, and I'm not talking shit to you, but it's like that's the part like a lot of people don't realize when they hold these strong beliefs, it's not gonna it's not gonna relate to everybody. So yes, you should be getting 8 hours. You shouldn't be getting 4 hours of sleep. But some people like I'm not gonna sleep 4 hours just to say I slept 4 hours. You know what I mean? I'm gonna train my body to sleep 4 hours because I get out of work at 7:30 a.m., drop my grandkids off to school, and have to be back to pick them up at 1 p.m. There's no way around that. So saying you should be sleeping 7 hours, it's just not gonna happen. Then I'm picking them up, coming home and taking care of them until I go back to work that night. There was no way around that because at that time it's not like I could say, "Hey, so you just watch the kid." No, because the situation I was in, nobody else could watch the kids without permission from a higher authority than me. So it's like I'm the only one. So it's not like we're not always operating in an ideal situation. Sometimes you do what you have to do and you train your body has to be trained to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not advocating for anybody sleeping just 4 hours a day. So now it's like I'm trying, Cisco's in the building. Now I'm trying to come out of that. And it's a struggle. I got you up, Cisco. It's a struggle to get out of it. So that's why when I do sleep 7, 8 hours, the days I crash, because I feel like shit, you know, but I gotta get out of it.
Y'all gonna make me come up here.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man. What up, bro?
What's up? What's up? Salute, salute, salute.
Salute.
No, I think it's just a misunderstanding. What I'm saying is that, you know, we can function on minimal sleep, right? But that's not the best thing for your health,
It's
right?
not
And
optimal.
sometimes you have no choice. I mean, there's been years where I had no choice but to get 4, 5, 6 hours of sleep on a regular basis because that's the way my schedule was between work, kids, what have you.
Yeah.
But, there was a time when I was like Joseph, I thought, man, I can get by with 4 to 5 hours sleep. These people are stupid talking about 7, 8 hours of sleep. That's just dumb. And I thought, I mean, it sounds like I'm listening to myself. You know, I thought 7 8 hours sleep. Yeah, I'm tired after I sleep for 7 8 hours. That's ridiculous. You know, but as I got older, and then I learned some more about the science behind sleeping. I had, people, kind of push me in the right direction and stuff. I realized that, damn, you know what? I see what they're saying. That yeah, I can function on 4 hours of sleep. I can still do my. It's like being, like I said, like riding a bike with one hand. I can do it. Riding a bike with one hand, yeah, you could do it. I mean, you could be fine doing it for a long time, but you know, eventually it's going to catch up to you. You're going to get in a wreck because you can't always just use one hand. Like if you're in heavy traffic, you know you're not gonna be able to get where you want to go as easily. It's the same thing with sleep. I mean, you can probably function on a normal basis at your job or your daily routine with minimal sleep, but eventually you're going to make a mistake, and you're not even going to realize it's because of your lack of sleep. You're just going to think it was bad luck, or I was just clumsy. Well, a lot of your cognitive abilities are declining because you're not getting the sleep that you need. So to me, it's just the difference between saying, you know what, I have no choice but to get 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and saying, hey, that's perfectly healthy for me. It is not perfectly healthy for you. You are not a biological freak. You're just doing it because your body has been trained to do it. That's it.
So, okay. So when you say that,
No, definitely.
one day a couple of years, I'm going to wake up and find out something's not right after these 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Um, would it be fair to say, because you're saying that that's associated with sleep. So how do you know that's not like causation versus correlation? How do you saying that sleep? How do you know it's not diet? How do you know it's not some other issue that may not even be sleep related? Or is that just an assumption? Because
No,
that
of
might be
course it
hard to
can
make.
be. No, of course it can be other things. I'm just saying the more things you put in that pile, okay, I'm not sleeping right, I'm not eating right, I'm
Mhm.
smoking, I'm drinking, I'm playing in traffic. The more shit that you add up onto your plate that's unhealthy for you, of course, your life's going to be worse and worse progressively. But at the same time, if you know that these certain things are unhealthy for you, as best you can, you try to minimize those things. And of course, like you said, you can't always do that. I mean, your work schedule, sometimes you can't do it. Sometimes, your financial situation, you can't always go and get the healthiest food. You might have to eat McDonald's for 2 3 weeks, 2 3 months, but as best you can, you have to minimize those things that are unhealthy for you. And sleep is one of the biggest things that you need in life. I mean, you can only go a certain amount of time without sleep before you die, period. So
That's
that
true.
right there should tell you, that it's very important. Like you can only go a certain amount of time without air, you're gonna die. You can only go a certain amount of time without water, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Sleep is very important. That's how they torture people. Why do you think they torture people with lack of sleep? Why do you think people's ability to like uh, function under that situation, their cognitive abilities and their ability to fight the torture is weakened by lack of sleep? Why do you think that is?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
because
fair.
your body doesn't function. You're not thinking right. It fucks you up. Like
And
I
you don't even
agree with that.
realize it.
Like I'm
You
not
don't even realize
advocating.
it.
I'm not advocating for not getting proper sleep. I'm like fuck that. It's just for
Yeah, I'm not
me.
advocating for not. I'm not advocating for not getting any sleep either. I guess the argument is basically how much sleep should we be getting each night. Um, so obviously, I would definitely not say, oh well, you should not get no sleep or get as little as possible. I mean, for me, it's more like I get as much as my body feels like it needs. And no matter how much I've tried to make myself go back to sleep, knowing what you're telling me, oh, okay, this has got to be true because it's coming from reputable scientists and yada yada. So I got to so I would just sit and lay in bed and close my eyes and try to, drink, daydream, drift off. Couldn't do it. I said, well, I'm already up. And, the other thing going on downstairs is keeping me up. So, I mean, I might as well go ahead and just I can't make myself just like, oh, get yourself 8 hours sleep. Even when I do a hard workout, I'm still maybe getting max 5, 6 if I'm lucky. So I'm like, okay, and I feel refreshed afterwards. So I said, okay, I'm not getting the 8 hours they're saying I'm supposed to get, but I feel refreshed if I get 5, 6. Okay, well then maybe this is just where my body wants to wake up, and forcing myself to sleep longer doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I
TJ,
mean, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is to that, if there
TJ,
is a solution.
Well,
TJ.
that's the thing
Cool.
is that You're
Come on, TJ. Why you do this
what's
to me,
TJ say?
bro? Why you doing this to me, bro?
What's TJ talking about?
He said, I'm not talking shit, but have you done that your whole life, Blizz? My mom used to tell us not getting enough sleep would stunt our growth. And our
Wow.
coach used to say the same.
What the fuck?
Even the short jokes, bro. My whole life with these short jokes, man. Come on, TJ.
Oh, that was a short joke.
Yo, yeah, I recognize him in all shapes. I actually said you 5'1", man. Let me start that beef back up. I ain't say it, bro. Right? Why you bringing the beef to me, man? Like, it wasn't me, bro. No.
I think they just said that
Let
just
me
to
read.
get
Let
some
me
points.
read Karen's. Let me read Karen's. She said, "Grandkids, I'm going to be 58 in December. I thought you were in your 30s. Thank you. Thank you. Definitely not. I'm 47. I just want to read some of her comments because she's new. Sleep is very important for healthy health. I agree, man. I don't know the exact number. I know the scientists and the doctors say
They
7 to
say
8.
6 to 8 hours. 6 to 8
Yeah.
hours is
So
optimal.
that's what I
But
would recommend. I wouldn't recommend against that. You know, I wouldn't
this is what I would pose. This is what I would
recommend
pose to
what it
Joseph.
is.
Joseph has probably trained his body to function on that amount of sleep. And so, of course, you're waking up at a certain time because that's what you're used to doing. It's like if you were in the military and they woke you up every day at 4 a.m., guess what's going to happen? You're going to wake up every day at 4 a.m. And you can't say, well, that's just normal for me. No, that's what's normal for you right now because that's what you've trained your body to do. If I took you and dropped you on an island somewhere and said, look, Joseph, you're not doing any work. You're not going to do any day trading. You're not going to do anything but just, enjoy yourself on this island for the next year. Your food is going to be prepared for you. You don't have to worry about anything. You just, go about your day. If you feel like swimming, canoeing, kayaking, sleeping, whatever you want to do, just do whatever you want to do. You have nothing, to worry about. I guarantee you probably would sleep 6 to 8 hours a night because your body wouldn't have to be in a rush to do the things that you normally do right now. You wouldn't feel the pressure to do the things you're doing right now. And it would it would completely change your health and your outlook on your life, but society has put us in this position where we have to do all these things all the time, make money, support ourselves, I have to have goals, I have to do things. This is what society does to you. And I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing necessarily. That's a whole other conversation. But your body is an amazing thing. You can make your body do a lot of things that aren't really optimal for its health, but because you have to do it, your body will do it.
You know what? I can't even disagree with that. I would actually agree.
I'm
So, I
not
mean,
giving you a trip to an island if you think that you don't
I
want to
don't,
go
I
Listen,
anywhere with
don't,
that.
I don't obviously because I'm living it, so I don't understand your perspective on it. But I am aware of it. Like at least I'm self-aware of the fact that it could be an issue. Of course, I'm convinced that it's not because I've been doing it
hamster
since I
wheel.
was a boy. So,
You
but
been on
even
that?
when
Is that the hamster wheel though? My bad. I just
you,
want to ask Joseph. Yeah, that like basically the hamster wheel you talk
well, the
about.
thing is, I would say, yeah, that was absolutely true. But if I've been doing this since as long as I can remember, since I was a kid, just naturally getting up after 4 or 5 hours, it's not always four, usually five. It's kind of like the median
What the hell were
for
you
me.
doing as a kid at 1, 2 a.m.?
No, no, I would go to sleep probably like around 8, 10 o'clock at night, wake up around 5-ish, 4-ish, and then
Bro,
just
that's
kind of
7 hours. That's
That's
six,
but
seven hours,
that's
bro.
nicely.
I'm just kind of like guessing. I mean, it could be like little more, little less. So it wasn't always that exact amount. Sometimes I go to, if I say go to sleep at 10 and my parents say, well, go to bed, I'm staying up for an extra 2 hours reading the book. So then I'm waking up still at 5, 6. So that's 5, 6 hours. So it usually was, the median was around 5 hours. So what I'm doing, I can't do much because I'm a kid. I can't go outside and play.
Bro, your
I'm
math
just,
ain't mathing.
Man, we was in the bed at
Your
7
math ain't mathing,
a.m.
bro.
Pops wasn't playing that. I mean, 7 p.m. we was in the damn bed. I
but I
remember
wasn't,
that
I
because
wasn't
damn,
asleep.
7
Wheel of
p.m.
yeah,
Oh,
Wheel of Fortune,
put on a book.
Wheel of Fortune, come on, we in the bed. You in the
7
bed,
p.m. It's not
7
even
p.m.
dark outside yet. The
Pops
sun is
wasn't
not.
yo, nah, during school. If it was school, During school, 7.
So wait, what
My
time would you
pops
wake
would
up
do
then?
that. I don't even remember, bro. Early as fuck.
Because that's 5 hours of sleep before midnight.
Early as fuck, bro. I
I
mean,
mean,
we was in the bed. We don't mean we went to sleep, but we was in the bed. We was in the
I'm just
bed. Don't
saying.
mean we went to sleep, but yeah.
I'm just saying. I
So,
care
yeah,
about both of your guys' health. This isn't a public announcement or nothing like that, but it's it is a health thing because I am older than both you guys, and I do know that I can't go back and change my mistakes, but if I can tell other people, hey, look, this is something that you've trained yourself to do. Yeah, you can function,
mhm.
but unless you could have an alternate you running side by side with you that's getting 8 hours of sleep, you'll never know how much you're cheating yourself, not only your health, but just on your performance every day. Think about it. If you got an extra 2, 3 hours of sleep every day, if you could do it, right? Because maybe you can't do it, but if you could do it, if you got an extra 2 or 3 hours of sleep every day, how could you not be better at the things that you're doing right now in your life? Whether it's working out, just working,
I
your
agree.
mood, your attitude. I mean, it's nothing magical about it. It's just biology.
yeah, you're right. The
I
alternate version
agree.
of yourself, unfortunately, doesn't exist. And in 10 years, I mean, I probably won't know the effects until 10, 15 years from now. So I don't know what I don't know, but I'm, let's say, intellectually, I'm aware of what you're saying is most likely true. But emotionally, I don't understand it to be true because I haven't experienced it. This is all I've ever known since as long as I was a kid. To me, it's just normal. When other people tell me 8 hours, I'm like, huh? But it's not because I had to work when I was a kid. It's like this is just the way it's always been. 5, 6 hours of sleep max, and then I wake up ready to go. And I'm learning as an adult. Oh, I'm supposed to get 8. So then I try to force myself to get the 8. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fix this. What I thought was a bad habit, it could still be a bad habit. And it's like I can't just make myself fall back once I'm awake. And I'm not talking about pissing. You wake up because you got to pee. No, like no, I don't got to pee or not. I'm just there. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna close my eyes and try to get this extra 3 hours. And it ain't working. So I'm gonna go ahead and just work. Not because I feel like I'm compelled to do so or because I'm under duress to do so, because that's always been a thing since I was a kid. Be different if I've slept 8 hours a night when I was a kid, then I become an adult and you take on responsibilities. Okay, now I gotta be like Blizzard. I gotta 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours here and there. It's just this has always been the case, and I don't even
Yeah, but
understand.
it's also a self-fulfilling prophecy because you've trained your body for years now
Mm,
to function on less sleep, and you say to yourself, well, you know what, I wake up at 5 a.m. every day.
mm,
I don't have any other choice. That's just what I do. Well, yeah, because you trained your body to do that. But if you consciously every day decided, like today, if you said to yourself, you know what, tomorrow I'm gonna whenever I wake up is when I wake up, right? If I wake up at 6 a.m., I'm gonna wake up at 6 a.m. Go about your business, do your daily routine. And then if
mm,
you normally go to bed like at 2 o'clock in the morning, well, maybe change that up a little bit. try to go to bed at midnight. And whatever it is the hell that you're doing between midnight and 2 o'clock, reading a book, looking at, something on TV, on YouTube, whatever. Instead of doing that, stop doing that. Because it's probably not something that's necessarily productive. It's just something that you
Yeah.
do out of habit, and if you stop doing that for that 2 hours and just went to bed, do that. And it's not going to happen right away because you've been doing this your whole life. You've been doing it for years. It may take a month, 2 months for you to finally get it to the point where your body is retrained to say, you know what, now we go to bed at midnight and we wake up at 6. So now I'm getting my 6 hours. It may take that much time, but until you do that, you won't know um, what your new normal could be if you don't even try that.
Yeah.
Because
I
if you
think
sat
you
if you broke it
saying
down,
that.
you could.
My
Oh, go
bad,
ahead.
bro. I thought
No,
you.
go ahead, brother.
I think you saying that is probably trying to get at what is basically what I was trying to get at. It's like I don't want to do this shit. I'm used to it, but it's like for now I'm gonna do it, and then I I feel like I don't have a choice, but I'm not against getting more sleep. I'm not against it. Just when I can, I get it. But I still, when I do get that 7 8 hours, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like shit because my body is not used to it. So does that mean I'm not gonna get take it? I'm not gonna take the 7 to 8 hours when I could get it? No. I'm still gonna.
Have you
I'll
ever
get over it. I'll get over it. You know what I
have
mean?
you ever known somebody who's an alcoholic or a drug addict?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Have you ever heard of withdrawals?
Yeah,
Okay. So you can't have somebody who's a drug addict tell you, man, if I stop taking drugs, I'm gonna feel like shit. Okay, yeah, you're gonna feel like shit because your body's so used to it. It's called withdrawals. And guess what?
yeah.
It takes time for the drug to get out of your
Get
system. It
over it.
takes time for your body to recover from what the drugs are doing to you. And then once you've gotten through that, those withdrawals will end. It sucks. It's a pain in the ass. You have to go through a lot
Yeah,
of stuff to get rid of that stuff. But then once you do, you come out the other end. You don't even realize like how good your life is. You didn't even realize how much healthier you would feel because you were on the drugs. Same thing with sleep.
yeah.
It's
Hmm.
the same thing.
I'll get there one day. One day,
No,
I
I'll
just worry
get
about
there.
you guys, man, because I'm saying you
Cause
guys are
that's
still,
yeah. I said
you
I
guys
was
are
gonna do.
youngsters.
I said I was gonna do. I was only gonna do this night call shit for a year. I'll probably do it for a year and a half, and then I'm done. You know what I mean? Like I'll squeeze it for what I can squeeze it for, and then I'm gonna be done with it. And then we'll see. We'll see how my sleep schedule. It's gonna get better. You know what I mean? Is it gonna be 7, 8 hours? Probably not. Probably six to seven. Because that's kind of where if I get 6 hours of sleep, I feel fine. I feel good. If I get, but to say at the same day, if I get four, I feel the same as if I get six.
hmm.
If I go to 7 to 8, I feel like tired, groggy. It goes away. Of course, it goes away after like maybe 2 or 3 hours, feeling like that. But it's just not a good feeling when that's when you're starting your day. And that's how you're starting your day.
But I
When if I
guarantee
get
you,
to 6 or 7, like I'm like I get to 6 hours, 4 5 hours. When I wake
yeah, but
up,
when was the
I'm
last time you got
up
6 to 7 hours of sleep steady for like a month, two
regularly.
months, 3 months?
It's been over 5 years since I
It's
got
been a long time. So I mean, you don't even know. So,
yeah.
if
I
it's like Russ said about like
just haven't been
REM
able to.
cycles and getting deep sleep.
Yeah,
If your body is getting 8 hours of sleep, you're still going through all those cycles. It's just the length of time of the cycles is longer. Now, when you get like 4 hours of sleep, you're still going to go through all those cycles. It's just the amount of time in each of those cycles is even less. So you're supposed to get a certain amount of time in light sleep, deep sleep, REM sleep. You're supposed to get a certain amount of time to be healthy every night.
yeah.
Whether you're
I
doing that or
agree.
not is a whole different thing.
I agree.
So like if you say, hey, if I do 6 hours sleep, I feel fine. If I do 4 hours sleep, I feel fine. Well, yeah, because your body's probably cutting the difference between the 6 and the 4 and saying, well, we're going to get about 5 guys. So let's just make these sleep cycles be this long. But if you did 6 hours, no less than 6 hours sleep every night for like, let's say 2 months straight, and then try to do 4 hours sleep, I guarantee you that 4 hours of sleep would fuck you up
Hmm.
How it
because your
should
body
be.
be like, what the hell is
Yeah,
this? We're used
because
to
I
six
know
hours every night.
I've trained my body. I've had to train my body to go against what it should naturally be doing. I know that. I never denied that though. I know that. And I'm probably gonna keep doing it for another year. Another year. Yeah,
You know what?
honestly.
I
And after
actually
that,
agree. Um,
I'm hanging it up. I'm hanging the night shit up after that.
I agree with you, Cisco. I would say if I didn't even believe in scientists or what they're saying about 8 hours of sleep, that aside, I would just say it just always felt natural to go to sleep at sunset and to wake up at sunrise, which is about 7, 8 hours, give or take. So like you're winding down, but the way we do things, we're still on
Not
our
this time
computers,
of
we're
year.
still doing things late into the night. Even now, it's late into the night.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, it's
so I
1:49.
can't even deny that. I can deny the science. I could say, well, that's BS, whatever that's, but I can't deny that. I understand that historically, that was our clock because we didn't have actual clocks. We went by what the sun did. Oh, the sun's falling down, sleep. The sun is rising, wake up. That was almost always a 7, 8 hours. So, um, shit. I guess I gotta. That's one thing I gotta work on.
And
That's
you got to
one
be
Yes.
thing.
intentional. You got to be intentional with it. That's the thing. And it's hard because we're so used to doing, like you just said. Look at us. It's late at night. I'm on the West Coast. It's
Yeah.
almost 11 o'clock. So I know it's hella late where Blizzard's at.
Yeah, it's
You know,
1:49,
we
man.
could be sleeping right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supposed
Well,
to
I
be.
know what I don't got nothing to like unless I get a call, which I doubt I'm gonna get a call. Like I said, it's slowing down. I don't have to wake up. Like my daughter's here, so I don't have to wake up. But I could. That's the thing. I could sleep. I could get off of here at 2:30. I could sleep as long as I want. My body is trained. It's going to wake itself up. Not. I'm not. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna. I'm not saying, hey, I got to get up at this time. I don't shit to do tomorrow. Nothing. I don't have nothing to do tomorrow. That's why I'm
I
up
don't
here
think
now. You know.
I don't think we're supposed to be getting sleep at like we're supposed to be falling asleep when the sun comes down and waking up when it rises. So even if you're getting the full 7 hours of sleep, let's say you did it today, you're still doing it you're doing it at the wrong time. So like we're not supposed to be waking up in the middle of the day long after sunrise. That much just naturally I do know.
We
Um
we we all
so
been trained out of that shit
yeah,
though.
that's true,
We all been
unfortunately.
trained out of it.
Yeah.
Like it's
In order to go back to that natural way, like the way I was when I kid, you kid, you come down, you come home when it's sundown, and then you don't tire yourself out running around playing all day. You don't have jobs then, right? Obviously, it's different. Then you naturally fall asleep, maybe an hour or two after sunrise, sunset. Then you wake up right about sunrise because that's when school kind of starts. But once you become an adult, then all these other dynamics come into play. The things that Blizzard is dealing with. You can only get 3, 4 hours sleep. You're working a third shift. You got money stress, like you mentioned, Cisco. Maybe relationship stress. Anything that life throws at us now is forcing us to stay up later and wake up sooner. And that's most likely probably the case with me. It's just me. I guess I have to work out. That's not going to be easy. I'm just so
yeah,
used to
yeah.
it.
Salute
Uh,
TJ. TJ says positive manosphere. It's not just your mental health that can benefit from talking to other men with different perspectives. Thank you, man. Positive manosphere. Salute. Y'all part of it. Whether you accept it or not, you're here. You're part of it. There's no leader. There's nothing. It's just thoughts and conversations. Training your emotions to create more control over them is different than physical training. All right. And then T says, I appreciate the conversations like this the most. There
right.
are a billion channels that can tell you how to bag a
Right,
Filipina
right.
girlfriend or how Western civilization is declining. Thank you,
Exactly.
man. Thank you. There are infinitely fewer channels talking about this, much less amongst men of a certain age range. Yes, salute. And that's why I
Doesn't
love
bring
y'all. No pause, no nothing. That's why I love y'all, man, for real. This community. Because like I
Yeah.
said, we could talk about anything. And it's usually something positive. It never goes there. Like we joke back and forth, but it just never goes to the BS. You know, which I love that. It's conversations that need to be had. It's not earth shattering, but it's just shit that you don't hear. You
I
know,
mean, it's simple shit, but like we get so caught up in our lives, like I said, our society pushes us to do a lot of things, and you're just so caught up in running on that fucking hamster wheel that you don't think to yourself, you know what, sometimes I gotta, get off, get off for a minute,
yeah,
get myself right before I can get back on. And yeah, it's a shame, man, because like Joseph was saying, a natural way. I mean, I would, I don't know if this is true or not, but I would wager that there aren't very many, well, I'll just say mammals. Maybe some animals like fish or something, they have a different way of sleeping. I don't know, but let's just say mammals, for instance. I don't think there's very many mammals, if any, that function on 4 hours of sleep a day. I think people are the only ones that probably do that.
yeah,
Yeah, I think
I
you're
don't know
right.
that for a fact, but I would argue that that's probably the case.
I think
yeah,
you're right. I think you're right.
yeah.
Hmm.
Absolutely, bro.
And
This
I'm
has
sure.
been a
Yeah,
good conversation, bro. But that's why I always respect you, Joseph, because you're open. You're open, bro, to hearing new things, to taking in new information. You know,
well, if it makes sense.
I can't say
Right? I don't just argue for the sake of arguing. Of course, I'm going to be biased and have my own strong opinions and be persuasive. But if someone is reasonably more persuasive than I am, especially when it concerns my own health, especially going into the future, I'm going to listen. Just like I had to be persuaded not to do and eat certain things years ago, when I was really adamant about, oh, I gotta have this, I gotta eat this because this is just what I
Mm,
like. I had to break
mm-hmm.
that, and that was mentally extremely difficult to do. But breaking that is what made me much more healthier today. But now I'm realizing me talking about sleep, such a random, innocuous conversation. I mean, sleep of all conversations. Who talks about it? It's like, who cares because everyone does it. But then you realize, oh shit, this is
It's
actually more
important.
important than I thought
It's
because
important.
I've given attention to everything else that is more obvious. Diet, or anything exercise. That's more obvious. But when you're sleeping, no one sees you sleeping because you're asleep. So it's not something you would normally talk about. So when I talk about it, I'm thinking it's normal. And then there's enough people here, Cisco and TJ, saying, "Hey, listen, you might be wrong about this." And I'm like, "No, no, no, I'm not." But I don't think it took that long for me to realize I very much could be wrong about this. I'm not. Everything Cisco said is like, damn. It's like a blind spot. It's like me having a blind spot. I can't see the back of my own head. But if there's certain people I trust who can see the back of my own head and they can see the bald spot. And it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna trust you because I can't see it. So now I just have to reach my hand back there and feel it for myself. And it's much more likely that Cisco and TJ is probably right about about this situation.
Yeah,
I'm just
some
so
smart
used to it.
brothers. Give me some smart brothers, man.
They're very intelligent. I would, if their opinion didn't mean anything to me, I would just brush it off and say, oh, forget all that. But actually, I'm like, I'm listening.
Yeah,
I'm listening
salute, Russ. Thank you for stopping through, Russ, all the time, bro. Salute. Good night, man.
because there is
Yeah, I
value
mean,
in wisdom in people who are older than myself who have. You say, oh, yeah, I remember talking like this when I was young. I was like, okay, I should probably listen. If he said the same things that I said if he was my age, I said, okay, maybe there's something here because I did the same thing when I was 27, and people were telling me that the way I was eating was really fucked up, and I said, man, I don't like you telling me that because I like the stuff I like to eat, but I'm gonna listen, and I switched up my diet, and boom, everything changed. So I avoided a lot of issues that my father dealt with, my cousins dealt with, especially when it comes to diabetes, heart disease, because of that desire to go against my own ingrained beliefs about that particular thing, which was diet. And now this is about sleep. So now I'm having to confront this. I'm not in the mood to confront it, to be honest with you, but I have to. And I'm doing it right now. And I appreciate you, Cisco, and
Yeah,
TJ, both for bringing it to my attention.
yeah. Beat your
yeah,
life.
man.
Beat your life,
I only
man.
learned from
Russ.
people that was above me, people that were older than me. I mean, none of this shit that I'm saying is stuff that I came up with on my own. This is all stuff that I had to learn the hard way, and finally listen to people that that were telling me, hey, this is not the way you should do it. You should do it this way. And I mean,
Mm.
that's I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are in that mindset of, well, I gotta go through things to learn it on my own. I mean, that's fine if you want to do that. That's go ahead. But I think a wise person will learn from other people. It's better to learn from the mistakes of other people than go through the mistakes yourself. I mean, you may not learn the lesson unless you go through it yourself. But once you've gotten over the hump of and for me, I know it was just my pride, ego,
Mhm.
thinking,
Mhm.
oh, I'm smart enough, I can figure this shit out. But then when I realized, I can't figure it all out, I got to depend on these other people who've been there, done that, because I don't want to go through what they went through. That's when I started to sit here and listen and really understand, like, you know what, I'm not going to do that because I saw what it did to them. Just like you said earlier, you look at the people who are in a place where you want to be, and you figure out, what are they doing, how did they get there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And you don't have to do exactly what they say or what they do, but you can get a good template from that.
yeah. Start asking some of these successful people. Oop, shit, knocking stuff
Maybe
over,
just ruin the moment.
knocking stuff off my desk. But yeah, start asking some of these successful people how many hours of sleep they get. I, it'd be interesting to hear. It really would be.
I read a
I
lot of
mean,
books.
just
They
Google
all
it. Just
say like
Google,
5.
why is sleep healthy for you? Why is sleep healthy for you? Google that and read what it says. It'll tell you exactly why sleep is healthy for you, and all of the things that are avoiding if you get the proper amount of sleep. Like I said, diabetes, your heart health, all
Hmm.
these things that your body needs. I mean,
I know.
it's not
Like
even a
that's what
question.
I said. I know what I'm doing to myself. I never denied that, and I know it's something that I don't want to do long term for the rest of my life. Like that's why I had a date where saying like, no, this is where I'm gonna end this. Like third shift, I think I got used to it, but I hated it too because it's just so unnatural. But even this night shift, even this like being on call, it has an end date for me. Like I definitely don't want to do it like longer than past, like I said, a year and a half, and I'm done with it. It's already been almost a half a year already, so
It's rough on you, man. It's really rough.
it is. Like I said, I never denied it. I know what it's doing to me, and I'm just gonna put up with it for the next year, and then, But like I said, the next couple months it'll be slow. It'll be slow during winter. Like I know you on the West Coast, you lucky, but we go through it over here, man.
Yeah, we don't get a real winter over here.
We go through it, man. So, but it slows everything down. It slows as far as working at night a lot. So
Yeah, I
you'll
mean,
be seeing,
I
like
wake
I
up.
said, you'll be seeing a lot more Blizz, a lot more live streams.
Yeah, I wake up no later than 5 a.m. every day because my work schedule. That's what my work schedule puts me at. When I was working night shift, it was the opposite. I would wake up. I'd come home from work. I'd be in bed by like 8 a.m. And I would wake up usually like around noon, 1 o'clock, and that's the days where I was getting that 4 or 5 hours of sleep. And I thought, oh, I can function on that because I'd go to sleep. I'd sleep for about 4 or 5 hours a day. I would wake up. I would go to the gym, go work out, come back home, eat, and go to work. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, I was doing that for years, and I was just like Joseph. I thought, oh, I'm good. And it was in my 30s. I was in my 30s when I was doing that, and I was like, oh, I'm good. I'm healthy. I'm working out. I'm in shape. And yeah, but that's because my schedule was forcing me to do that. And even now I'm waking
Yeah,
up 5 a.m. no matter what. Even on my days off, I wake up at
yeah.
that time because I'm trained to do it. But I guarantee you, in 28 more days, it ain't gonna be like that.
That's what Karen says. Your body will naturally create a sleep pattern. Man. Let me read some of these comments. All this talk about sleep is making me tired. Salute, Thomas. Winding down time. Yeah, no doubt. All right. Naps during the day aren't helping and can create disruption in nighttime sleep. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know
definitely.
anything
That's
about no
true.
naps. I know some other coaches like they're big on that though, but it's a real nap. I mean, like it's
Well, if that's
But
true, then
again,
why
it
do
it
babies?
it, it depends on your
Why do babies?
schedule. If that's your schedule, you can do it. If you're getting a 30-minute nap, hour nap here, hour nap there, and then you're only sleeping for that 4 or 5 hours at night solid, you could probably get away with that because you're still getting that 6 hours of sleep throughout the day. But if that's not your normal routine and you're just doing it here and there, yeah, it will disrupt your sleep pattern.
yeah, brotherhood and sisterhood too. We salute the women that support this channel that is a part of the positive manosphere. Salute to the women too. So Karen, like I said, you're always welcome here.
Salute.
Your voice matters here. We got other females. You're not the only one actually listening right now. I know there's some in the bushes. So your voice is valued here. So anytime you want to come up, the link is open. You have Lady Logan comes here all the time. Icy comes here. Wishy, um, anybody, all the women. Elette comes. So you're not alone here. Thomas says that's what I like about Blizzard Abroad. We get on here and just talk about anything. Yeah, it always starts one way, and you just never. I'm gonna do my little monologue. Believe me,
Hmm.
I feel obligated to do it. That's just what's on my mind, and then I open it up, and we could go anywhere. We could go
Hell yeah.
anywhere. And I think I want to have maybe sometime in December another taco night. Even though we ended up not calling it taco night, but I gotta get with all the ladies and we'll see. That was a good one though. It wasn't raunchy. It was good because that's how we talk. We talk behind the scenes. We just talk. You know what I mean? It don't have to be not no crazy stuff. But so Karen, like I said, it's gonna be a ladies' night where I open up a panel for the ladies and we could talk. I kind of let the ladies take the lead. We could talk about anything you want, but it's that night to where we hear your voices and we listen to you guys and interact with you guys. So that'll be coming up. I gotta set it up. I gotta talk to the ladies and see what's going on. Ryan, what up, brother? It's good to see you in here. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay up here too much longer, guys. It's been 3.5 hours. I honestly, man, I don't know what's happening. I think the days are going 5-6 hours. They're not totally gone, but for a while, yeah, they're not. But I appreciate y'all, man. Cisco, when you going live again?
After I retire.
Right, so, I
I've
mean,
been
that's
busy,
not too
man.
long.
I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm just trying to, prepare for this big change and just, get myself mentally, physically, prepared just for it. I mean, literally a new life. So,
TJ, not
yeah, man.
only did I, I'm sorry, bro, but not only did I stay on, I actually pushed it back another hour. So I was gonna go on at 9:30, and I was like, nah, let me push it back. Let me push it back an hour to make sure TJ get enough sleep, man. You know what I'm saying? You believe me? Nah, but appreciate it because I definitely learned things from Mark. Now I learned a lot from you guys, man. Honestly, bro. Like I said, I don't know. I know what I know, and what I don't know, I'm willing to fucking admit that I don't know it, and I'll just listen. So at times I'm just when I'm quiet, believe me, I'm listening, and I'm just taking it in, man. Because I mean, you guys make a lot of sense, and that's what I like. Is sensible arguments. Sensible arguments, man.
Well, you got to come from a good place too, man. That's one thing I've learned is that, for myself, even, it's, you get caught up in that, I know I'm right. And I'm gonna prove I'm right. That's not coming from a good place, and but it's hard. It's hard to break out of that. But
Yeah,
if you're coming from a place of, what, hey, look, I may know something this person doesn't know, and they may have something that they know that I don't know. But at the end of the day, if I come from a good place, and my place is, hey, I just want to bring what I know to this person's attention. What they do with it, that's I can't.
yeah,
I don't have no control over that. But I'll bring it to their attention and let them do what they want to do with it.
yeah. Instead of beating him over the head with what you know, trying to prove him wrong. That's the type of shit I don't like. I know when I first
Yeah.
started, I know people were looking at me like, this dude can't be real. Like, what's wrong with him? He's not arguing. He's not doing like that's just not me, man.
Mm.
Like, and that's why I like about you guys that it's it has gotten a little contentious at times, but for the most part, it's always been respectful. You can always tell the level of respect that the people here have for each other, man. Like the trolls don't come here for some reason. I like it. I mean, it's not a lot of people watching, but it's nice. It really is,
Well, and I think too, and I don't know, I don't know. I think
man.
Joseph will agree with me. Um, if I didn't have any concern about you guys, I wouldn't get passionate about the things I talk about.
Yeah.
If I was just talking to some randoms, man, I don't give a damn about any of these people. Whatever. But
Exactly.
people that I built, a relationship with. I mean, I know we're not in physical, each other's presence, but we've talked enough, and we know each other well enough to know that, hey, this is a good person, and I do care about you guys. I do, want the best for you guys. And yeah, I mean, we talk about these subjects sometimes. I mean, this is a light subject. I mean, we've gotten into some
Yeah.
deep ones, and the
Mhm.
passion comes out, but yeah, it wouldn't come out if I didn't, if I didn't care about you guys.
Yeah. Pardon me, ladies, sisters. But now we know that. Come on. I just gotta, I just gotta emphasize it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you,
And then you
lady.
said,
Yes, absolutely.
and then Cisco says he doesn't believe in a God, but yet all these words about compassion and empathy is like, where do you think that
No, no,
nature and that
no.
character comes from?
Joseph, I just said I was about to get off of here, bro.
Oh Lord,
he about to start.
jeez.
He about to try to go
That's the
another
humor.
3 hours,
It's
man.
not a vacuum.
You know
Well,
that's about to start it. Oh man. Until next time. We'll be back.
where did God learn it from then?
What
No,
are you
no,
learning
no,
from?
no, no, no.
All right then.
All
All right
right,
then.
listen. Y'all just gave me the topic for the next live stream.
There you go. See, that's all we're trying to do, Blizzard. We're trying to help you out.
Where the guy get it from? All
we're
right,
trying to help you out.
Topic. Nah. Like I said, bro, I appreciate y'all, man. Zero belief, but your heart is in the right place. Absolutely. We seen a few, but we'll kick into high gear this week. That's good, bro. All right.
Yeah, man. TJ gonna have to leave his place, man. That's a
penthouse,
place,
man. Penthouse.
Yeah. That's too bad.
Good luck, man. We know he gonna handle that though, man. If you need any help, let me know, man. Send me the pictures. You know what I mean?
I thought you were gonna say send me a plane ticket. I'll come help you move.
Oh nah. I wish. I definitely help somebody move though without you don't even gotta ask twice, but that's a long way away. But I do need a vacation, so
I think TJ should have a meet and greet in Vietnam here, again pretty soon.
Send me the pictures, man. Send me the pictures of the apartments. I just want to see anyway. I'm nosy. Shit. What it look like? What's apartment hunting look like in Da Nang, Vietnam?
Yeah, no kidding, huh? That's crazy. I know what it's like here. I know that.
Yeah, man. He told Calvin he'd host the Vietnam meet and greet. All right. It's time to eat a late lunch. Yo, salute. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, man. Joseph, appreciate you, man. You know that. Still want to get up with you if you do the New York trip. Let me know, man. Let me know.
Yes, I'm still doing it.
I'll definitely don't mind coming out there for a day and linking up with you, man. No matter what day it is, I'll take day off work. It don't matter.
I even found me a nice young lady to show me around. She's gonna be my little personal tour guide.
All right. I might have to get one too then. You know what I mean?
I'll meet you wherever you go. I said, really? I said, okay. All right. That'll be dope.
That's what's up.
So I'm warming up to the idea, man. I was very against it for a while.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like, I think it might be a decent trip. I got to that point now.
Tacos. All it takes is a taco. That's what you saying? That's what you saying. Taco, bro. But nah, Cisco, thank you, bro. Always, man. Thank you, man. I think you.
Thank you.
Always
you too, Joseph.
Wisdom, bro. Always.
Oh yeah, definitely, Cisco, man.
Always. Oh, there's the other taco in the chat. There's the other. Icy is back. Icy is back. How you doing? So, all right, guys, man. It's been a pleasure, man. It always is, man. It always
get
is.
Some sleep.
This is what I mean. Yes. And like I said, I can sleep as long as I want. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm gonna go live as soon as I wake back up, so y'all can sleep track. No. But this is the positive manosphere, man. It's what it's about, man. They said like we could be talking about how to get a date in the Philippines or how to do some dumb shit, or you know what I mean. We could be talking bad about women. We could be. It's just a waste of time, man. There's so many other things that we talk about that nobody else is talking about, man. You know, but we gonna keep it pushing and we gonna keep growing. You know what I mean? Show by show, grow taller. Here we go. All right, man. But yo, thank you to everybody in the chat, man. Thank you guys for coming up on the panel. I'm gonna go through this chat and send some shouts to everybody that was here. TJ, Cisco, Icy, Thomas Marshall. Did I say Cisco again already? Joseph, Karen. Thank you, Karen, for showing up. Thank you for contributing to the conversation. Come back anytime. We'll be live again Wednesday night. Here on the East Coast in America. We'll be live. If I might pop up before then, but we'll see. I'm not gonna guarantee that. Who else here? Russ, of course. Russ was in the building. Ryan Ryan came through. Kamal was in the building. Who else? Who else was in here? Pizza Life, of course. Anybody that's been watching or watched a little bit from the bushes, salute to you. Anybody that's still in the bushes, salute, man. You know, do me a favor. If you're a content creator, before you get out of here, type MINE in the chat. MINE. So Nightbot can drop your channel. Everybody go sub up. Let's support each other. Still waiting for Thomas Marshall. Either come on panel or start that channel. You know what I mean? I got bars.
Damn, got bars.
Nah, I don't got. But all right, man.
Hey,
We out of
everybody
here.
take care. Get some sleep. Get some
Yeah,
get some
Joseph.
exercise. Eat right.
Yeah, Joseph. Get some sleep, bro. No, get some sleep, man. Later, man. Like I said, man, you gotta work. You gotta train yourself out of it. Like just like I do. I'm getting better at it, little by little, man. But all right, man. I'll holler at y'all.
Be intentional. Be intentional, people.
Yes. Wednesday night, man. Wednesday night. Be intentional. Yeah. All right. Take it easy,
All right,
man.
peace. Take care, everybody.
All right. For y'all watching, good night. Enjoy the show. Welcome to the Positive Manosphere. This is us.